What the fuck? I don't know if these people can hear me or what. Please tell me you can hear me, Mikey. What's going on over here? Having some problems. I don't know what it is. Press 1 to tell me you can hear me. I'm just going to shut this shit down. I tried. Oh, you can hear me. All right, good. We're in business then. We are in business, and it's big simping. Big simping. All right, folks, we're in business here. Now, I'm going to show you this guy over here. And someone was in the chat, why are you making fun of John Pennisi? Listen, man, I make fun of all these rats and call them out on their inconsistencies and their bullshit. And this guy's got a huge problem right here. This character. Hold on a second. This guy's a simp. Big time. Wait till you hear his story. The reason he ratted on all these people, it was all over a girl. Then he tells this poltergeist-like story. Carry on. Walk towards the light. Carry on. It's very bizarre. And he tries to justify his ratting and all that with him using God and Jesus and spirits, which is really pisses me off as a religious person. He tries to justify it in his head. And it's amazing that they let this guy's in WITSEC. He's over here on the fucking computer. It's amazing. Even though he has that right as an American, he's got a lot of balls to do that, and not in a good way. A lot of gall, man. I'm so sick of watching these stool pigeons on their channels. I really can't stomach them. I can't drop it right now. It's in the description, though. But we're going to listen to this guy. I don't got no beef with the Tom guy, even though he says, once again, we got another Lee Cole on our hands. I know who he is, but I'm not going to say nothing. Bullshit, Tom, because if you knew who I was, you'd have some third party dox me. Don't be a bullshitter. Don't be a fucking bullshitter. Because you try to protect your little buddy over here. He's so amazed that he's got this WITSEC stool pigeon on his side. And they're going to listen to this bullshit stories. And it's amazing. The abuse he took. The woman pulled his strings. A woman pulled this man's strings. This guy right here is a real sad excuse for a fucking man. And you can sick your Fed buddies on me all you want, pal. You can go ask your handlers to find out who I am. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. And like I said, this guy doesn't know. I hate when they throw that shit out. They insult their chat. They get this big ego. Oh, I know who he is, but I'm not going to say. I'm too noble for that. Yeah, okay. I just hate that shit. And it's like I said, it's a form of dry doxing. Actually, and I don't like it. But let's start with this guy. Let him tell us start. Listen.
In the end. So what I was fearful of, or not fearful, what I was concerned about was her embarrassment around.
Let's go back. See, what he's most worried about is this girl embarrassing him. Now, this girl has played him for a sucker. She's threatened to have sex with his friends. You'll listen to what this girl has done to him. And he keeps taking her back like a simp. It's just amazing. This guy wasn't even caught by the feds or arrested. He just decided to rat just because he was scared of people. This guy is timid. He's paranoid. And we're going to watch this. It's going to be a long one. I hope you guys can really sit in for this one. And I dropped their channel. I dropped these guys' channel in the description link. I know you're going to copyright claim me. Go ahead. It doesn't do nothing to my channel.
Relationship went. I think there was a time after that I said that I found, it was actually on another show we did. I had found, she was showing me her phone, and she was showing me something, and it was in her notes, and then it in part of the notes was a number, a long number.
He's got the number, remember that.
Yeah, and I found a telephone number in there, and lo and behold, who was the number belonged to? The guy that she was cheating on with the husband.
So right there, if you're a man and you find a girl, your girlfriend has, number one, it's kind of weird to be checking your girlfriend's phone anyways. You should trust her. And if you don't have trust with the woman, you should break up with her. But not this simp, not Pennisi. Oh, no, not Pennisi. Not at all. this guy's a total simp. The woman pulled his strings big time. So he's found, you find your girlfriend talking to some other guy, that's no problem. He keeps letting this girl make a fool of him. And he says that's the biggest thing he was worrying about, her making an ass of him. Oh, she made an ass of you. And we're going to display that tonight.
That whole thing. And so a lot of people would say, well, what made you stay? Why would you do? I was always trying to walk away, and then she would come back crying.
No, John, what do you mean? I was trying to walk away. It's very easy. I'm done with you, and that's it. It's very easy. He's always looking to blame other people. I couldn't do it. Fucking simp.
And all this, and stupidly, I had in my mind, I was, and it's funny that I'm going to say this because it like, I got it sevenfold in the end. So what I was fearful of, or not fearful, what I was concerned about was her embarrassing.
And you embarrassed yourself. She didn't embarrass you. You embarrassed yourself for keep dating a woman who cheats on you and treats you like a cuckold, like a little simp.
Guys that were supposed to be my friends and that crew in Staten Island, because Staten Island's strange. You know?
See, it's all their fault. It's their fault. The guys in Staten Island's the reason she's unfaithful to the poor Johnny. Johnny's trying to earn good boy points, and good boy points don't work with women like that, Johnny. Good boy points don't work.
Everybody knows your business, and you know, everybody knew what was going on with us and by the cigar shop. It just was a mess. The whole thing was a mess.
Did you hear that? Everybody knew about his relationship. His relationship was talked about in the cigar shop by everybody. This guy is a fucking, how did they even make this guy? Like, how do guys like this even get made? It's amazing.
Never got involved with it. So, fast forward, because I could go on and on and on and on.
To make a short story long.
The things that went on. There was a time, so now Joe Perna goes away, right? They take the time for the gambling case and they go away. Now, this woman has become friends with Joe Perna's wife. Friends where they talk on the phone.
This guy's super jealous.
We used to go out, they would talk about, they had like the same things.
The girl knew how to push his buttons.
Pocketbooks and what.
She knew just how to push his buttons, and he let her. What's up, Bruno?
What happens is that.
What's up, John?
She goes out to what's supposed to be a lunch in Jersey, your wonderful state, and it's supposed to be a girls' lunch out or something like that, right? But what I find out is that they go to Margate, and they go, and so when she comes back, she's going to a hair salon to get her hair blown out or whatever she was doing. Someone, unbeknown to her in the hair salon, knew me, right? And they hear her talking to the person that's either washing her hair or blowing her hair out, and she's saying, me and my girlfriend went to Margate, we were a little upset because there was all Jersey guys, like Jersey Hicks, she called them. They had shorts on.
Yeah, he does sound like he had a head injury. He talks like this, my name. Yeah, but this whole story is important with the girl right here because the girl wasn't his demise. He let it be his demise. It's amazing, this story. You're going to see how frantic and how he should have a shirt that says fragile, a fragile mind on it. And he's very timid and scared. You'll see.
And she's describing what the guys were wearing in the restaurant or wherever the hell they were.
Look how jealous he is.
So this person comes to me. It was a woman. And she says to me, hey, I got to tell you something. Your girl was in here, and this is what she was saying. She says, you're a good guy. I don't want to see her make a fool out of you. That's why I'm telling you this. Now, she's obviously telling the truth because
well, then why'd you stay with the girl? Your friend's wife is telling you this girl's not good for you. She's going to make a fool out of you. But Johnny boy stays with her. Hey, hit the like button so we can get more people in here.
Did go with Perna's wife.
And any of you mods, you see some people dropping crazy shit, block them.
Now, I go to her, and we get into the whole argument, and I tell her, I says, let me ask you a question. What does it matter if you went to this place just to have a lunch with your friend, who's my friend's wife, if the guys wearing Chippendale outfits,
That's
if they wear
weird.
bathing suits, if they wear tuxedos, what does it matter? And
She's a known cheater, dude. And admit it, he's going to tell you how she bragged to him. If you're going with a woman or a guy's going with a girl and they're bragging to you how they cheated on their ex, well, they're probably going to do it to you.
of course, denied that that was the whole thing. There's always deny and deflect, deny and deflect. You know, she at one time explained how she used to go and cheat with this guy for this 2 years. I said,
Listen to this.
How did you get? You were married. How did you get out of the house? Like, what did you?
The same bullshit she tells you, the same way she cheats on you, stupid.
Your husband. Oh, my girlfriend, so and so and so and so. They were my alibis. So, Tom, what did I do? Was it right? Was it wrong?
He does look like a dumb Don Knotts, an Italian Don Knotts.
I didn't want her with these women no more because I don't trust them. You know? So people will say, well, if you didn't trust her, you shouldn't have been with her. Yeah.
Exactly. If you didn't trust her, you shouldn't have been with her. Common sense. That's why I know you're a simp. You are a simp, bottom line.
I should have. But I was more concerned about the embarrassment that she would do because she was that spiteful. She would go.
Well, get rid of her because you take a little embarrassment instead of some big embarrassment. You moron, like right now. Look how embarrassed you are now. You lost your honor. You lost everything.
One of these guys, and it would be embarrassing for me, especially in that life.
He's so worried about her screwing other guys. He's terrified, Mr. Knotts here. That's a good one.
Which she shouldn't be able. She should be able to go over to everybody in that life, and they should say, no, that's you were with a friend of ours. You can't have nothing to do with it. That's never going to happen, right? So
he's basically saying his friends are trying to bang his girlfriend. I don't believe that. I think that's part of Pennisi's paranoia because Pennisi's a sick bastard. This guy is a paranoid mental case, and you will see that through this interview.
Anyway, what would she do? She would deflect and run around to these guys out in the street, Staten Island, saying, you don't let me go with my girlfriend, not explaining why. So now,
but why is your girlfriend running to your friends and saying this stuff?
They're like, oh, what are you trying to control? What is he trying to control the girl?
Obviously, it's his woman. He doesn't want to go around with anybody, but this simp doesn't care.
Jealous. What is he going out to treat her? He's worried about it going out. But it's also deflecting and pointing at me. Yeah. If you're going to tell a story, explain why I don't want you around these women.
Did Lee rat me out? He copyright claimed me, but it's only a copyright claim. He didn't shut my channel down. You can't shut a channel down with a copyright claim.
You shouldn't have told me that. You know what I mean? She shouldn't have said that to me. But anyway, so what happens is that I get into an argument with her about this because, again, it's another embarrassment.
How many times did this girl embarrass you, King Simp? Don Knotts, Mr. Furley, how many times were you cocked? How many times were you made to look like the cuckold in the laughing stock?
I had a woman come over to me. She was in there with another woman.
Wow.
Now they said, we don't want you to feel bad. And I tell her, I says, and another thing, let me tell you this. I speak good. I always liked her.
The stream messed up a little there.
Hold on, pause for a second.
It's amazing.
I'm guessing you said you always liked Joe Perrin?
No, I was like Joe Perrin's wife.
Joe Perrin's wife. Yeah. That's all right. And then keep going. I just cut off a second.
Yeah.
This guy talks so slow.
I always liked Joe Perrin's wife, as a person. I thought she's a good person. And I tell her, I said, she shouldn't even be with somebody like you. You're a fucking piece of shit. Excuse my language. Because of what she's doing. Yeah.
Wait, so the guy's wife, the married woman's a piece of shit? I don't get it. I don't get this guy. But he won't blame his girlfriend for it.
And
amazing.
I says, and as a matter of fact, my friend just went
You guys don't have to drop the Cash App. People can see it over there.
away. She shouldn't be with you. She should be home taking care of the kids.
Yeah.
No. People can say maybe that's none of my business. Well,
Did you like it when people are getting into your business? And that's your own fault. You dated a woman that you knew was a cheater. Just like it doesn't matter if you're a girl or a guy. You'd meet a man and meet a woman who's a cheater, and they tell you how they bamboozled their husband. They're going to do it to you.
What she does is she goes and tells Perna's wife that I cursed her and Perna's wife. I got no.
So she's double door. She's backdooring this guy totally. Who the fuck would be with a woman like that? Oh my God.
This the first Perna's wife. That's his wife. That's his.
But does John break up with her? No, he doesn't. Pennisi stays in for the long simp game. But big simping. Oh my God.
Like, obviously she didn't, but
Jesus.
No, don't say that. She knew exactly what she was doing. She wanted to create trouble. She wanted to cause a problem. That's why she did it. And laughed about it. I said, do you know that you're...
Imagine being a grown man and being manipulated and having your strings pulled by a fucking woman.
No, you're now causing trouble. This is my friend, and you're causing trouble.
But I don't blame the girl. I blame the simp because he knew what she was. I blame the simp, not her.
Now, Perna is emailing me from the prison, right? It's JPay. He's emailing me. And what happens is that I could tell that Perna is upset because now she tells Perna's wife a lie and basically says that I talked about and cursed her too, because that's not true. And
Like watching grass grow.
And so,
And this guy is in WITSEC right now. This guy is in witness protection. And they let these fucks come on YouTube. It's unbelievable.
Anyway, she causes this trouble. And now
still
Perna
stays with
is
him.
playing a little game with me. He basically messages
Wait, it's his birthday today? Happy birthday, Johnny boy, you filthy simp bastard. You threw your honor away. You threw everything away. We know you can't sleep at night. You know you look in the mirror and you see the rat. You try to justify it with the room shaking. Wait till we get to that, folks. This guy actually says that he went over to his grandparents' picture, and God rest his grandparents' soul. I'm not making fun of his grandparents. But he goes over to his grandmother's picture, and the whole house shakes. He said he was looking for a sign, and the house shook for 8 hours, folks. Mind you, sick.
He insists. I
Sick.
my wife 100%. Where is this going? And I'm a little surprised. But he's going to listen to his wife. But this is coming from a woman. I'm your friend. This is coming from a woman, and you shouldn't be entertaining that. But I could tell. So what had happened here, Tom, is Perna is the type of guy he likes to talk. All right, and I would have to say more talk, no action. He likes to talk. So Perna must have told his wife, "I'm going to get this guy." The same way, whatever the way he was probably phrased. I'm sure I'm pretty close to that, or whatever. Maybe it was worse. Maybe he was going to say he was going to do worse.
But hold on, John. For mob protocol, if you proceed to slate another guy's wife and he's in jail, can't he
Oh, that's not his wife, number one. It is Gumad. I don't believe John. I don't think his friends were trying to sleep with his wife. I think John's one of those very jealous, paranoid men. Number one, he's dating a woman that cheats, but one of them real jealous, paranoid guys who they got to check their girlfriend's phones every 2 minutes, question them like they're in a gulag. If you don't trust a woman or you don't trust a man, you break up with them or you end up like the cuck Simp Pennisi. Bottom line.
called to sit down with you, Big John, and his
Well,
boss?
let me tell you something. They were aware.
Hey, Justice Tech Pros. Grazie, man. Thanks a lot. Appreciate that. Make sure you guys sub to his channel. I'll drop the link in there. Give him back those consistently bashing voice. Woman's reputation. Exactly. Bashing a woman's reputation freely Would be nice to see her side of things. Exactly. This guy has no accountability. He's going to blame his stool pigeon and his ratting bullshit on the girl and God. He's going to say God, through his grandparents, gave him a sign and the house shook all night. Watch this man and no accountability. Remember, all these rats must justify them telling in some way. Because trust me, when they go to bed at night, they all cry. They all cry themselves to sleep. All these people have hurt people. They have taken families, fathers away from wives, away from children. These people are no good. And I know some of these guys, a lot of you people like them because they, they're kind of likable guys in some ways. Not for me, but for other people might like them, or I don't know, for whatever reason you might like these people. But they are bad human beings.
Of this situation, I know what they all have. I'm going to quote Johnny Sideburn, and this is verbatim. He said, "You're 100% right. You're 100% right. Let me tell you something. This week, maybe a guy comes over and tries to buy them a drink, and the husband just went away, and she tells him no. She keeps going with this girl. In a couple of months, now they accept the drink. In 6 months, she's banging the guy. That's what he told me. He says, but that's
not every woman's like that. Like he's trying to say every woman in the every mob wife or something's like, this guy's insane. He's very bitter towards women. He should go join, what's that? Men Lead. What was that movement that was about a bunch of weird Fenoid guys? Men Do It Alone or something weird. I forget the name of it. But
it's his problem to deal with. And don't worry about that. That's his problem. I says, I feel bad because he was a good friend of mine, and now I can tell he's playing a little cat and mouse sneaky game. Now he's with the texts, with the messages, the emails. Now they stopped, and they would span out for a while. Then he would say, "Hey pal, how you doing?" So he's playing this little game with me like I'm dumb. Yeah. And and I can see what's going on. I can see he's now a little more colder in the thing. Yeah. So obviously he has a problem. Fearful of all that. I really don't care. I didn't do anything wrong. And other guys that I spoke to about this are basically saying, fuck him, fuck his attitude, and that's that. But I always kept it respectful. I was sending him books from Barnes & Nobles and things that I thought would help him out during this time. Now,
and he was a fellow soldier, or was he a capo?
What, I hit the wrong thing? Yeah, motherfucker. Hold on.
And so now we push all the way up to, because there's so much.
Hold on a second. Sorry, guys. Yeah, it's amazing with this guy right here. No accountability. Yeah, I just dropped Justice Tech Pro's channel. Sub to it.
Much more, but that's just a key point, because it's a key part of it. I push all the way up to the administration changes, right? So we all know about that. So now, don't forget, with the old administration, we got Joe DiNapoli. Joe DiNapoli is a key player, constantly at it, and that's John.
Wait, hold on a minute. Somebody says John Pennisi is La Cosa Nostra. Joey Karate. Are you insane? Are you crazy? How is he a Cosa Nostra? This guy is a stool pigeon. The feds didn't even arrest him. He ratted like Whitney Houston, I want to run to you. This guy ran to the feds with open arms because he was scared to meet with his friends. His friends wanted to meet him and straighten everything out. And he wouldn't go meet him. He gets scared because there was a black guy on the corner. And then another time there was a black guy on the corner. This guy is a timid little bitch. He's not La Cosa Nostra. Listen, when you become a rat, you're not a mob guy no more. You're not a member of La Cosa Nostra no more when you tell on somebody. He's being protected by the feds. And, John, you can tell your FBI guys to do whatever they got to do to find out who I am. You can go fuck yourself, because I see through your little stupid, toydus, fucking good boy points. Freak.
Why? No, I hope yes, because he saved his life.
He's on here dropping guys' names, talking filthy about women. I'd like to hear her side if it is right.
Any of my
La Cosa Nostra. Well said, Cuban. I got to put that up.
Grievances or beefs prior to that, even before Joe Perna went away, when we discussed this about John Joe Perna was going to go to Joe Napoli, but was told not to because we're going to come out on the losing
Give me
end.
that shit.
He has that connection to John. You know, we're gonna lose that. That's why Joe Perna said, "John, you can't fight City Hall." Right? You ever hear me say that about him? That was where that came from. So now,
I know this is going to be hard to plow through, but this story's pretty good right here. You will see how the woman pulled his strings, and he blames her, very bitter against this woman, blames her for everything. He puts everything on her for him ratting, basically. And he's scared to meet his friends. They wanted to clear it up with the guy 15 times, he'll tell us. Listen, it's amazing.
that key factor, when the administration changes over, John loses that. The strength now is on my side, not John's side. Unbeknown to me, well, here's what happened. There was an argument. So what would happen is, you know, people say stupid things in Texas between couples who argue, and, you know, there's curses back and forth. She ran out. I didn't like what she used to do is get into an argument. I'm home in Long Island. She's in Staten Island. What would she do? She would run to Zia Tadot.
Did you hear what he just said? Every time he would get in an argument with his girlfriend, she would run to this place. This is amazing. This guy is just such a cock.
Our friends are hanging out. You know how bad that makes me look? Now
you make yourself look that bad because these guys are saying, why is he staying with this girl if she's making a fool of him? Jesus.
Little Joey DiBenedetto was there with his wife, and she was friendly with his wife. She runs in the place. I'm not there because I'm home. I'm disgusted, right?
He's home crying. Did you hear him? I'm home. I'm disgusted. He's home in the closet. Why, she's out gallivanting around the town. Pennisi's is home crying in his pillow.
But who comes over to the table when she's with them? Oopsie.
Oopsie.
This is when the rules of that life were broken.
Hold on, Joe.
Well, we don't know if this is true. He's trying to say some man named Bubsy was cheating on his girlfriend. So embarrassing is right. But we don't know that. This is only the rat side of the story. Remember, these other guys don't come on YouTube and say it. No, I don't even believe that. I don't know this Bubsy character, but I don't believe he was banging his girlfriend. I don't believe that. I think John is a paranoid simp who thinks his girlfriend is cheating every 2 minutes. Like if the girl goes to the bathroom and takes a shower, who were you on the phone with? Who were you talking to? I can pit all day long. Listen.
John, Bubsy starts pulling a move on her, and she's too stupid to see it. And that's what happens. And I don't know this at the time, but what happens is that she's going around showing my texts. Look what he wrote me. Look what he's saying. Look what he did.
Wow.
So now John,
what a simp.
he's had to give themselves up a little bit. John comes to me and he says, you know, Mo, you know, you're calling a girl name. You shouldn't be talking to her like that. I'm saying to myself, does this guy realize? First of all, this is not what this life is about. You know,
is telling on your friends what it's about when your friends call you in for a meeting because you off the reservation cocksucker. You're off the reservation cocksucker. Nobody can get a hold of you. So your friends want you to come in and talk. And every time you come in and talk, you see a black guy and you run away. And you'll know what I mean by that in a little bit. Twice he goes to meet his friends and he sees some black guy and he gets scared and runs away. This guy's a cock.
Mr. John, you know, like, you got to be kidding me. Like, you know, like, where is this coming from? Yeah. And he says to me, you know, my brother Bubsy told me. So then it hit me. I says, do you mean your brother Bubsy, who one time I was dating, who went out on a date with the woman that he had 2 kids with, twins with?
No, so that's real honorable over here, John. You're talking about people trying to steal your girlfriends, but you're dating guys' ex-wives with kids?
Told me to.
This guy is a cuckold. Any of you women out there, you want to make some money? Get a hold of Pennisi and talk to him on Instagram. He'll send you money. He'll do anything. He'll send you a whole lot of cash. This guy's a fucking regular simp.
bleep bleep in her face and take a video of it that so I could.
Yeah, I know he's talking to the guy John his cat. Well, I'm not here to fucking to rat on people. He is.
Oh, my girl would have bleep bleep.
But he's talking about himself. He's saying his girlfriend's doing that, not the other guy's girlfriend.
Her girlfriend. I says that brother you're talking about that we're talking about being disrespectful or talking disrespectful in the text to women. That brother you're talking about, he had that big goofy look on his face, John. He knew I was right. But the bigger picture is what is Bubsy looking at a phone that a woman's showing him and going to John to talk about me? What's the matter with you? Now, at that time, I think he's just trying to cause trouble. I don't know what exactly is going on, but I don't like it. Of course,
you don't know the girl's cheating on you? Like, unbelievable.
That's right. I showed everybody. She was one of these. And meanwhile, I could do worse. I could show her. I had a. It's embarrassing, right? It's embarrassing, but so I had a text from her. Now imagine this, right? So you're not married. I wasn't married. I'm dating this person. Don't forget, I'm in that life. And I get a text from her saying, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna fuck somebody."
Wow.
Ooh.
Now look at him bashing this woman and saying now if this is true, you deserve everything you get, simp. Like, you know what this woman is. She's a woman who cheats, and you're staying right in it. You're loving it. You're a sick bastard.
You know what kind of text? Any guy listening, what kind of text? That's from it's like, so this is what was going on, right? Now, do I go around? I'm not going to go around showing that text. I don't want to, make her look bad, but I definitely don't want to make.
He don't want her to, yeah, like, he's making her look bad right now.
Me look bad, but look at who she was texting me. But this is what's going on. So the deflection is being deflected to make herself look good.
Dry snitching is right.
At me to make me look bad, right? But Bubsy is playing into this and making his move. Like, what is he doing? He's doing, he should talking to you that way. He should have respect for you. We're going to straighten.
I don't believe this.
That's what he's doing, right? He's playing the.
I think, like I said, Pennisi is one of those jealous, retarded guys, like those wacko, jealous dudes. He's one of them.
He's too small. He's too small to be a knight in shining armor. He's about 4'2". So,
oh my god,
we can't call him that, but he's playing like he's going to come in like I'm the big hero. So anyway, the mistake, what gives them up, John Sundials, right? I go to these wakes by myself.
He gets shunned to watch.
Somebody, with Joey or whatever. She starts driving me crazy to go to this wake. So I said, "Listen, you're not coming to this wake with me.
Wow.
We're going, there's all guys there. You're not coming to this."
He doesn't, wait a minute, there's all guys there. Why can't your girlfriend go to a wake with you just because there's guys there? Jesus Christ, are you dating a woman or a friggin' oversexed hyena? Like, see what a controlling, jealous freak he is?
And going on, I'm going to show up. I said, "But let me ask you a question. What is the fascination with you going to this wake?" Well,
JP said he was going to get clipped by his. Listen, they all say that his own crew. He had. That's what all these rats say. They have a choice. They do have a choice. They have a choice not to be a rat. He ran to the feds, and his friends, you'll see in this video, asked to meet him several times, and he won't go meet him because he's a timid little bitch.
Because the other brother, Spanky, had sons that played with her son. Well, my sons play with the Anthony's sons. And I said, "So what does that got to do with you? Don't even know John's son."
Bubblegum, is that true?
Well, it's out of respect. You got to be kidding me, right? Anyway, she goes to the wake, right? Standing with me at the wake. We're going to go in. Who do we run into? Boopsie. Boopsie. A week prior to this, she told me, "Oh, I seen your friend with the hat, John. Big John always used to wear a hat." I said, yeah, where'd you see him? Because I didn't want her over.
No, the smart choice is not to die. The smart choice is you picked this life. You chose to be a Lucchese crime family member. Stick it out. When they call you in, go. He was off the reservation. Nobody knew where he was. Common sense. He could have went in and talked it out with these guys. He was too scared. Don't believe these rats,
Oh,
man.
I was in the other place, and he was over there by McDonald's. He was with his other brother. I said, who's Spanky? No, the other one. Now she don't know his name. You were just with Joey DeBenedetto, his wife, with the guy. You showed him my texts. Now you don't remember his name, Bubsy, right? So, but that's an important factor. We go in, passing the brother in the wake, and I said, hey, Bubsy, what's up? I says, you know so-and-so. I says, you know, Bubsy. He says yes. She says, no, I never met him. I keep my mouth closed. I go in.
Of course he keeps his mouth shut. He's the simp. He knows what kind of woman he's dealing with.
Go outside.
If that's the truth, well, mind you, we don't know that girl's story. This is all coming from the rat and witness protection program right now.
That's your question.
Oh, he ratted on Bubsy? Oh, that makes a lot of sense. He ratted on Bubsy. So he's trying to say that Bubsy was sleeping with his girlfriend. I don't buy none of this stool pigeon shit. These rats have an agenda out here. They all want to still be Mr. Gangster and Mr. Joe Cool online. You lost your honor. Everything's gone, shithead. And you're a simp.
Why would you?
Even the simp in the chat, Joey Karate, would you do it? If your girlfriend was doing that to you, would you stay with that woman? And if you stay with a woman like that, don't you deserve that abuse?
Say, and got nervous saying it, that you never met him. Oh, I wouldn't know.
So he's trying to paint a picture that his friends were sleeping with his Girlfriend. They kept calling him into meetings. He wouldn't go. You'll listen. We'll listen.
I wouldn't know him if you walked down the street. I says, really? Because I want to remind you of something that you forgot about. A week ago, he not only walked down the street, he walked in a parking lot by McDonald's. Do you forget that you told me that you see my friend with the hat and his brother? And I asked you, Spanky, and you said, no, the other one. So obviously, if you walk down the block or down the street, you would recognize him, right? But you right now just said you don't know him. And he said, oh, I don't know, you know me. Why you say you don't know? So I said, something is wrong. Something does not make sense.
And it's not little Johnny's fault. He gets good boy points. It's not his fault.
I don't like what happened in Zio Toto with the phone.
Well, then why didn't you break up with her then, you fucking simp?
John coming to me with these messages. I don't like that she's lying and saying she don't know him. He's saying, yes, I know you. No, I don't know. I won't recognize him if we walk down the block. Then when I remind him, she said, I forgot all about that. So obviously, I got something in my stomach. Something's wrong. But we had transitioned.
Johnny's in his feels.
So now,
this guy's got the constitution of a mouse.
I start really not. I like try to stay away from this Bubsy when I see him, you know. And
so I guess he thinks people are sleeping with his girlfriend, so he totally runs away and doesn't talk to none of his mob guys. Like you join the family and then you run away over the girl. What a clown!
And
what a clown!
I have a funny feeling that I'm right. So something's not right. I just got a bad feeling that something's not right. I get into an argument with him. Guess what happens? Next day, I see John. What do you think he says to me? He says to me, let me ask you something. Did you have a fight with your girl because she said hello to my brother Bubsy? Whoa.
Listen, I believe that John Pennisi would get mad if his girlfriend even looked at another man. Did you hear what he said? Why would you want to go to this funeral? There's all guys there. Like, what is that? What a jealous mental midget, insecure little freak you are.
I said, absolutely not. I says, as a matter of fact, I introduced her and said, you know Bubsy. Oh, I said, but where are you getting that from? Oh, no, I heard that.
Yeah, but if the night before you had that argument, that means she was in contact with him, and he told him by the time 8 hours passed,
So I said, John,
I'm not buying none of this. Like I told you, every stool pigeon has their why I came to rat moment, why I came to rat excuse and justification, why they flipped on people. And this is his.
ask you something, John.
Ugh.
That's strange that you
But it gets even worse, folks. You'll see.
came over to me.
Cringe.
Because I introduced her and said, you know John's brother Bubsy. I didn't mention the other part. I don't mention what I just said. I said, so that's kind of strange that you're saying that I fought with her, because if you ask your brother was standing there when I said, you know John's brother Bubsy. But why would I fight? Why would I fight with her if I'm
everybody's up in his relationship? Oh my God!
The one who introduced her. Oh yeah, well, I don't know. That's what I heard. I said, well, where you get? I don't know. My son just passed away.
And Pennisi still stays with her, mind you.
I don't know. I don't remember who told me. Where would you get that from?
And I hate to say this, but like
Jesus,
they were all family, and with the fullest respect, they just lost a loved one and they were related. It seemed like they had a tragedy in the family. You would think they would maybe focus on other stuff.
Yeah, I don't believe that. These people just lost their brother. You think they're worried about John Pennisi's girlfriend? They just lost a loved one. And remember, folks, those people can't speak and tell you the truth. So this scumbag who's sitting in witness protection is coming on here slandering this whole family, plus his ex-girlfriend. We don't know what's true or what's not. I don't believe a word that comes out of this guy's mouth. None of these rats. Because like I said, they all need to make their stories up why they ratted. So guys like Joey Karate can feel bad for them and donate to them and help them. It's disgusting. Rewrite history.
But that's where we were going, right? So now John starts complaining tells me one day, you knew about this, meaning the transition, that they were making a move on this to take the family. I said, John, I didn't know. He says, listen, believe me, I know you knew.
There was some reason, I don't know the reason, but between all these lies is the truth. Something scared Pennisi, so he ran away from his Lucchese family. He ran away, and of course they think he's a stool pigeon, and they're calling him to tell him to come down and meet. He won't meet these people.
And you should have came to me, because, maybe I could have did so. What were you going to do?
Yeah, that was it.
What were you going to do? What were you and Bubsy going to do? What were you going to do?
Because John's so tough.
Right?
Because the little timid bitch right here who gets his strings pulled by a fucking woman, it's amazing. So, because we don't even know if that's true, though.
John, I didn't know about it because he knows I'm always with Patty and these guys. And he knows he's not stupid. We were at the Christmas party, right? You see Mikey, and he knows he's not stupid. So you spend a lot of time in Long Island. I said, well, John, I live in Long Island. It's I come here too. I live out there. I'm friendly with those guys. And so now his mind, don't forget, his wheels are turning. And now I'm arguing with her more. Don't forget, this is not a dead issue.
He's still arguing with her.
Arguing with her about this whole thing.
Jesus, if you think your woman is that treacherous, break up with her, you fucking simp. I hate all these mob rats on YouTube. I really do. Somebody, listen to this, folks. Somebody left a comment. I don't know if it was a troll or it was real. Somebody left a comment and gave me an email address and said to me, we'll give you $4,000 to take your channel down. I swear to God, somebody left a comment on the channel, but it couldn't stay. Google erased it. But if that was a troll, whatever. But if that was anybody real, shove that money up your fucking ass. All you rat fucks. I'm not going to stop making fun of you and calling out your lies and displaying your inconsistency and hypocrisy with your own fucking words. You can't buy my soul, you cocksuckers, because you sold your own.
Back.
Pricks.
So you got to remember, Tom. So here's what strategically, here's what they got to be saying to themselves. They got to say, wait a minute. Oh,
it was probably a troll, though.
By the way, well, I'll get there. So strategically,
John loves making a short story long, just to make a short story long.
We no longer got Jonathan after. We got a whole crew that wanted nothing to do with me, obviously, being John, and left his crew, and they're all everybody's scrambling. This Mikey got a position. He don't know what's going on. He sees me. I'm
Into this all mess, Johnny got scared somehow. He got scared of something somehow and ran away.
and he's saying to himself, "My brother Bubsy is going to have a problem." He knows it. That's the way the life goes, right? That's, we got rules in this life, right?
We got rules in this life. See how he still thinks he's a Lucchese guy? You are not a made man. It's called the button man. He doesn't have his button no more. His button was torn off his shirt. He has no button. This is not a mob guy. This is a mob rat. This is a stool pigeon.
Now,
Jesus Christ.
I don't want nothing to do with the girl.
Oh, now he's taking a stand. Big simpin'. Taking a stand now. After she cucked you and made you look like a simp cuck 9,000 times. I still don't believe a word that comes out of this Titus's mouth. Fucking turtle.
Worse. I don't want to do it. However, I don't discuss that with John. Yeah. What does John do?
Well, Joe Karate, thank you for being honest. He says, no, I would have broke it off with her. Thank you. So see my point where this guy is a mental midget and he's not that bright? See my point?
Every time I come to Staten Island, hey, let me ask you something. Now, this is not, once again, this is Cosa Nostra. Yeah. What we're talking about
Jesus
here
Christ,
is
this guy.
not between a skipper and one of his guys. This is not a conversation that should be going on.
Johnny, I'm falling asleep over here, taking Adderall.
Hey, let me ask you something. You still with that girl? Yeah. Why? Oh, no, I'm just asking. The next time I see you,
Thought you broke up with a simp.
talk. Hey, let me ask you something. What's going on with that girl? You with her? You were not with her?
Oh yeah, we keep trolling all the time. We're gonna keep these rats pissed off. And this guy right here, I got no beef with this guy, but he's a rat enabler, and he says he knows who I am. He pulled a Lee. He pulled an old man. He says, "Oh, I know who the guy is, but I would never say his name." You don't know me, asshole, because if you knew me, you would have a third party dox me. My name would be in the chat right now, riddled in the chat. Fucking hate that shit.
Hold on, just say, because I know you every week. 1 week you with her, 1 week you're not with her. The third time he does it to me.
See, everybody knows what kind of simp Pennisi is. 1 week he's not with the girl. He's bad-mouthing her, calling her names. The next week he's in love with her. He's a mental midget as the brain spirals into cuckism, folks, as he jumps on the Simp Express to Cuckland. Here we have Pennisi. Jesus.
We were standing there. Everybody was just... I said, John, let me explain something to you. I may not be with her, but she's always going to be with me.
Did you hear what he just said? All right, so I'm with her, but she's not always going to be with me. Wait, the girl can't go get on with her life and shit? This guy is a possessive, jealous man, insecure, jealous simptard. Yes, Jimmy Dean, a simptard. 100% simptard. The Special Olympics, folks. Here we have Big Simpin'. Jeez. Simp of the week. Simp of the week.
Right, because I'm kind of telling him, stop asking me that. Because in my mind still, I'm not 100% sure.
Listen.
But I'm 85% sure. But I still am not forgetting John was about her, right? So I'm in my mind saying, is he axing because he's looking to think he's going to slide in there?
Look, he's so worried about this girl. This girl rules. She's living rent-free in Pennisi's head. To this day, I bet. To this day, he's big simping.
I don't know what to think anymore, but so that's what's happening.
Wow.
So now.
Amazing.
First order of business is
the first.
They take the pinch, right? 15 guys and the family.
All right, here's the problem. We're going to see right here. All right, 15 guys get pinched, and Pennisi goes off the reservation. All right, so listen.
Pinched him, a bunch of guys, the Dom Trasulo, a whole bunch of guys get pinched. And they get out on bail, most of these guys, right? And when John's out on bail, I go to the cigar lounge one day, and I'm talking to Johnny Sideburns. I think I've told the story before. And Big John walks over. It's like not telling us like a
Wow, I am falling asleep listening to this fucking Titus.
not like a warning, or saying, "Hey, heads up." But two friends in his family are wearing wires. Now, back then, not now. I'm going to put a disclaimer.
Yeah, great point in the chat. I don't like these people who platform these rats. You guys are platforming these rats for your own greed and satisfaction. And these people are rewriting history and telling lies and slandering other people. I don't know how you can do that. I could never do that, platform these guys. Even to let them on here to scream at them, I wouldn't do it.
What I'm about
and that goes for you rats. You better stay out of my chats. I seen Jimmy the Helmet come in the chat last week. Don't come in my chat, you fucking helmet-riddled, dribbling, slip and fall scoop fucking dropout. Don't come in my chats. If you come in my fucking chats, I will fucking focus on you. And somebody says, oh, it'd be funny if Jimmy came and dropped a super chat. No, it fucking wouldn't. You come in and drop a cocksucking thing and you will fucking pay, man. I will troll you and fuck with every video. You better stay out of my fucking chat, you fucking stumbling retard. Fucking prick. Fucking hate these people.
Saying it was when I was in the life.
He keeps saying this, when I was in the life, every time, because he's going to act like a tough guy and tell us how he was going to shoot people and all this shit. But he's always going to say, because Witsec lives outside of his house, he's got feds outside of his house. This is when I was in the life.
But for the guys who want to, for the people who want to use my name in appeals and all of that.
He knows Elite's a liar. They know a liar. They know he is, but they don't care. They don't give a fuck.
It's once again a disclaimer. It was when I was back in the life.
Disclaimer, it's when I was back in the life, getting cocked and simp and running away from my friends. Wow.
So when I was back in the life, I said, well, let's find out who they are and kill them. That was the life. Back in the life. Back then. When I was in the life. Not now. So,
yeah, this guy was Red. Yeah, this guy was a made guy in the Lucchese family. I guess they were having Special Olympics times in the Lucchese's, I guess.
And Johnny Sideburns lifts his shirt up. John walks away when I make the comment. I tell John we go outside. Johnny Sideburns. Fuck are you doing?
All right, someone says, you don't consider him a rat? How isn't he a rat? And it is no matter what the justification is. If you tell, you tell. Hey, if I shoot you in the head, right, no matter what it is, I still shot you in the head, right? You know what I mean? If I stole your car, no matter what reason I stole the car, I still stole the car, right? Don't give me that shit.
What are you talking about? Why are you disrespecting yourself? I could lift my shirt up too, I thought. Why are you disrespecting yourself with this fucking asshole? That he's got no balls. You don't even belong in the position.
He has no balls, or we're going to prove in a few minutes that you have no balls, Johnny boy. Maybe he lifted up his shirt because he wanted to prove he wasn't a stoolie.
You're going to let him come over and you're going to say, take it easy, you get too crazy. I was just kidding around. It's because it's not a kidding around matter. Who the fuck is he to come over here and say something like that? I don't like the way he said it. I don't like the way it's his
big
approach.
tough
It's not
Don.
what he said. He's not supposed to be warning us, right? He's supposed to be going to your crew and say, hey, keep your eyes and ears open, be careful. That's what we're hearing. First bad sign, right? Second bad sign is I run into Spanky. Bring up
Spanky is there. What about Alfalfa and Buckwheat? The rest of the rascals there. Funny name.
Trasulo. He says, "Oh, as a matter
That's hilarious." Como Slim said, "One flew over the cuckold's nest." Oh, that's a good
I'm
one.
gonna go why don't you go take a ride with me over there? I'm going there now. So I said, well, I had to get my daughter. I said, well, I'll meet you there. go pick up my young daughter. Go over there by Dom's house. And I walk in. And it's just, now that I think back on it,
Look how long it takes him to get a sentence out to make a short story long.
if I didn't have my daughter with me, I don't know what that was. It's not only him and Spanky. We got Frankie Cat, which I wasn't worried about him. You got Anthony Grado, who was on the shelf at that time.
Look, just dropping names. This is why, Tom, why would you platform a guy right here who's dropping names, trying to get people arrested in the feds? Oh my God.
People that. And so I come in. Now, I like Dom. I used to sit, excuse me, I used to sit.
Come on, get it out, you stuttering prick.
Like 2 hours with Dom. Walking, and I told you I drove him up to the club with a guy with the Gambino. And as soon as I walk in, I go sit down. Dom pulls his chair all the way close up. No kiss hello, no hello. He's got the oxygen on. No hello, no nothing. First words out of his mouth. You know who the rats are on my case? I like smiled. I said, I moved closer because I like that. One point. Dom, how you feeling? That's what I said first. Like, Dom, how are you feeling? Yeah, I'm all right. So, you know who the rats are on my case? So I said, Dom, I got to be honest with you. Yeah, I know you got pinched. I heard it.
Well, then what's so big about him saying, do you know the rat's on my case? What's the big problem with that, Johnny boy?
He didn't heard about it, whatever. I says, I don't even know what you're charged for, let alone who the rat's on your case.
You should know what's going on. You're a part of the Lucchese family. When people get pinched, you don't watch the fucking news. Yeah, mods, make sure you block anybody coming in saying some dumb shit.
I gave him this look. And like then he
only block them if they say racial stuff, sexual shit about children or women.
The other part, about tried to do an introduction. Let's skip over that. So, I look back on that now. Anthony Grado was behind my back the whole time, but I had my daughter there, right?
Michael Smith, what's an odd thing that I said and silly? What is?
And I always say this, that when someone does something, when someone's doing something dirty, right? They have a dirty stomach. Your stomach is dirty. You know that you did something dirty. If you're wearing a wire, if you're an undercover rat, if you're an undercover informant, if you're giving information, whatever.
No, what's so weird about a captain in your family or another guy in your mob family ask you, do you know who the rats are? Maybe he had some info. I don't know. Maybe just asking him for info. What's so wrong about that?
It is that you're doing. I'm talking about in that scenario. Your stomach is dirty. You might make an excuse not to show up at a skipper's house, that you don't know what the hell you're walking into. I'm walking in there totally innocent. I don't got no dirty stomach. But
you got a filthy stomach, John. A filthy, rotten, cancerous stomach.
I'm like trying to make sense of it while I'm there, but then later on I'm saying that was strange, that whole thing, that whole dynamic was strange. Now it's even strange thinking back now. I mean, that could have been deadly, right? Yeah. So obviously, I don't know it at that time. I'd be lying if I did. I don't know anything yet. But I'm just taking the whole thing with John coming over to me in Sideburns as that's just John being his usual asshole self. Yeah. I'm not thinking of anything of it.
Hey, Kathy. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I got the Cash App. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you very kindly.
This thing was strange to me, but I'm not tying it to that. I'm not there yet.
Look, it's so hard to follow him. Basically, what he's saying is a bunch of guys in his family got pinched, and they're worrying about who are the rats.
So,
and John runs away.
The next thing that happens is,
well, it just gets even creepier. He actually says in his own words that he held his daughter up as a human shield, basically. You're going to hear that, folks.
Dom Trasulo's wife passes away right after. Now, I told you, these wakes were like gathering places, people were talking business, We get to see each other. I just noticed I got the other screen on. So people, you get to see everybody. You get to see crews, guys from other crews that you may get along with from other.
Wow,
other
John. Gee, Dad. Jesus.
I told you I walked in this week like I had the plate. I even went over to Dom first to express my condolences to him, and he like backed up and like looked at me like maybe Al Diaco walking.
Wow.
That way. I'm not talking about Al Diaco, but at
You
that
just
time
did.
Al Diaco, he was giving me this weird look, and I said, I put my hand. I said, no, Dom, I'm sorry. And then he turned to a guy next to him who's a friend who he says is his cousin with the Gambinos. No introduction, but we are at a wait. But it was just us standing. They were sitting, I was standing up. And he turns around and he tells him, "Good guy right here." It's like looking at him, and the guy's like looking at me and looking at Dom. And he's saying, good guy right here." Now, did that mean anything at the time? I don't know. I didn't know.
See how paranoid he is?
How to take it. I was just looking, and it just was weird that he was just. But the guy's older guy. He got out on bail. He's got oxygen. Just lost his wife. I don't know what to think.
You're
I
paranoid.
start to realize that something's wrong. Is I'm going over to people. Some people are walking away from me, and some people are giving me the fastest handshake and taking. And Mikey DeSantis, who you heard me say is at Christmas parties telling me this is our future, and sit next to me, and I want to know your schedule. Shook my hand. His legs were still moving. He was fine.
See, John is getting what he's explaining to you here. John's getting shunned like a leper. They're treating Pennisi like the simp leper that he is. Nobody wants to talk to him at the wake. They're scared. They think he's the rat because this guy's off the reservation. He's fucking a simp and a cuckold, worrying about this woman. They know he's weak. If you're that weak and a woman like that's gonna pull your strings like that, they're worried about it. And he's leaving a lot out. We can't go by this story. Remember that. This is the rat story.
I say, Mike, how you doing? He shook my hand. Gone. Patty, small talk, gone.
Wow.
Look, nobody wants to talk to him.
Oh, by the way, funny thing is, I went to call up Joey Amato for something. His telephone number was changed. So I mentioned it there. I said, Joe, I tried to call you, and he was like, you could see because he was standing there and he didn't.
Tim Reed, I don't do politics. I'm not into it. Yeah, Prince Value. That's a good one, Red.
Away, but he says, oh yeah, I changed my number. But before I seen him do that, I seen him give Johnny Sideburns his number.
No, you gave him your number and not me. Fucking idiot. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer over here. Can't play in the reindeer games. He runs away, the little chooch.
He knew before I talked to him, I saw he changed his number.
Real quick, I was wondering this. Was Cyberns acting weird too or not?
Not really.
Not really.
Not really.
And he didn't get the memo.
No, not really. Well, don't forget, we were close, so maybe they were watching what they say to him, too. They don't trust him. So,
Jesus.
he never gives me the number and all of that. And everybody is acting very, very strange. Right?
There's got to be a reason for that. Pennisi says there's no reason at all for it. Why would they all treat you like the town fucking leper? Why would they treat you like the fat kid at fucking camp, not picking you to play basketball? Why is that? There's a reason for it that you're leaving out. Remember, folks, don't believe these stool pigeons, man. They're rewriting history. That's why we need more channels to come out. And I'm not talking about just some dummy. Somebody's going to come really out and stick to the fucking game and know what they're doing. People, make some channels. I will share your channels. I'm not some fucking idiot who, I'm going to hog the subs. I will share your channels and help you out and transfer my subs to use. Just make some channels, clip channels, whatever. Call these people out. I'll help you. Jesus, this guy's so slow.
Go meet John. I have to go meet John because he can't. I think maybe something with the bail restriction. He couldn't come for some reason, right? and I have to meet him in a restaurant, a pizzeria restaurant in Bay Ridge.
What's up, Nikki?
And the strange thing is, even though I was with my daughter, when we got the cats over there, when
But the cat's over there. This guy just he makes he makes a short story long constantly.
Hello.
And the only people I let make short story longs is the Casperosa kid when he comes on. Oh my god. Well, I love Chris and all, but wow, that video dragged out for like 3 hours.
Yeah, she bought me hazelnuts.
Sure.
Wow, hazelnuts. Interesting. Tom Green.
So
He does look like a chubby faced Tom Green.
when
Oh,
I get over there,
thanks for the super
so I
chat.
walk out of that week, right? Obviously, you know, the agents took a picture of me walking out of that week. The picture says 1,000 words.
Wait, did he just say the Asians took a picture of him? No, he said the agents, but it sounds like he said Asians. You see a bunch of Japanese people taking pictures of him. I want to take a picture of Simp. Show my country Simp. Jesus.
Can't, you know, I'll tell you how I was feeling walking out of that week. I not only
You were feeling like the town leper. You were feeling like the fat girl at the prom who danced with no one, who had her face in the fudge and inhaled the punch bowl.
was confused,
Pig.
but
I
like
fucking hate this guy.
I like was feeling bad, but not knowing why, because of the way everybody. I was like, I couldn't. Here's what I was saying to myself: like, did I maybe slight somebody, or I was trying to backplay like.
What did I do? Because I'm an innocent little boy and I got good boy points from my mommy. What did I do? I'm so innocent. There's more. Listen, that's why I feel bad for the guys he put away and he's gonna put away, because these poor bastards are going to jail. They can't defend themselves. And you got these disgraziati on YouTube. These people are rotten, boy.
Did I maybe see somebody to get to say hello to them? Or
Yeah, that's the reason they're shunning you, John. Oh no, it's not.
I couldn't figure out like what could it be? Because obviously I did something wrong, but I couldn't figure out
Could it be that you're a timid simp punk?
what the hell it was. Or did I say?
Or maybe you took 6 Valiums?
Did somebody? Is there a problem with somebody?
What could
that
it
I
be?
don't know about, or something's going on?
Oh my
I couldn't figure it out,
God.
and it was driving me crazy walking out of that week. I just couldn't. And I walked out with my head down and my head spinning, and they caught a perfect picture because that's. But anyway, I go to Bay Ridge.
Primo, grazie. Oh, the Cash App failed you twice? Well, thank you. I appreciate that. It's much appreciated. I had some guy, Joey, leave a comment on my channel. He says, I've watched you from day one, but now since you put your super chat on and got a Cash App, I won't watch you. Well, you don't have to watch me, you fucking fanook. I thought it was all about exposing the rats. I'm fucking exposing the rats and talking about them. What do you give a fuck if somebody sends a super chat? That tells me one thing: jealousy and envy, and I don't see what of. It's very weird. But you can go fuck yourself, you stupid prick. Fucking clown.
And I go to Bay Ridge, and I go to, because we're going back to Long Island. I go past Bay Ridge to go to Long Island. And I go to Bay Ridge, and I'm meeting John in a West Side pizzeria restaurant at the West Side. And we knew the guy, the owner. But they were talking in a certain part of the restaurant, right? And now guys come in, Patty, Mikey DeSantis, don't come over to say hello at the table. They walk right to where they're going to go talk, right? It's Joe Cafe. I know this is all skippers, right? Holy.
Look at Tom Green. Holy cow. Holy moly. He's just so in awe of Pennisi the simp that he'll just let him spew anything.
Hold on. So it's a management meeting. You're there.
I'm there.
And they don't even, not one says, I enjoy Cafe.
Just come in and sit down.
They didn't talk to him.
I have whatever I got for the kid and myself. We eat real quick, not a dinner, but like something quick. And
Oh,
then
hey, Nikki, thanks for the cash app, Nigol. Grazie, grazie,
they were gone. I didn't see them.
grazie.
And the guy told me, "Oh, John, he did. John paid the check, right? Oh, John got the check."
The jokes, yeah, I'll tell jokes, but I sometimes I got to be a little serious because this guy really pisses me off. So I don't want to miss nothing. I want to pick apart his argument. Not every time I can make jokes 24/7. I'm not that funny, anyways, folks. Just be honest.
And I left. Still driving and thinking.
He's thinking.
And something's not right. Something's wrong.
Everybody else is
And at
wrong.
one point in that wake, which I forgot to tell you, there was a bunch of chairs in the middle, and they had now Dom Chisulo sitting there, and they had Mikey and I forget who else, and they were like,
And Michael Smith, thank you.
kind of whispering, and I fucking turned around, and they were like, look the other way, but they were looking at me, whispering, and I'm saying to myself, what the fuck is going on? Something's not right? So anyway, now that happens, right? Got my daughter.
Listen, I know he's very boring. Trust me, folks. It's hard to get through, but you're going to want to watch this. There's some fucking insane shit that he says.
I got for the weekend, whatever. When I don't have phone, whatever day it is after that, I get
Jesus. Look how long.
message.
Spit it out, you dumb prick.
Now remember, things move quickly. People talk, even for people in prison. I get a strange message from Joe Kerman, from an email. Hey, give me your address. I want to send you something. Now, they want to think you could send it to me.
Now, how weird is now? What's so wrong about that? One of another made guy asked him for his address so he can send him something. He's a member in good standing, right? Why should he have anything to worry about? The paranoid freak.
Through that. What's the difference?
Because nobody said hi to me at the wake. No, but they weren't nice to me. Fucking freak.
There's plenty of things you could tell, whatever it is. So I don't answer him now because this is going on. And I'm like, what does he want my address? But watch this.
Maybe he wanted to send you something.
So now I tell Sideburns, I says, this Kern, he says, well, what does he want with you? What does he want? What does he want your address for? I says, I don't know, but I'm not giving out my address, right? There's a lot of shit going on, John. I got to talk to you. I haven't seen him. So now he's got, again, messaging me through the emails. Now he makes his wife text me, hey, Joe said that he's trying to get you, read your email. Urgency, right? Now it's urgency. Nope, not giving my address.
See, he's not. See?
Watch this one. I call up Sideburns when I get these messages. Now, this is taking course over maybe a day, so right? I says, John, what's with this Perna? I don't like what's going on. There's a lot of things going on I'm not liking. I'm getting very bad vibes. And now this guy, it's like an urgent that he needs it's very urgent he needs my address. I'm not liking this. He says, well, that's strange.
Why is it strange for a guy to ask for your address? The Cash App, it's in the description.
Somebody come to my house. I said, who? Peter Pan.
Peter Pan.
Why? He came to me holding a phone, telling me Perna's on the phone, calling from prison. Perna's asking me for your address. I tell him I don't have your address. I said, why? Watch our story. Well, I needed a favor from you. So he says, what does he need a favor from you when he's got his father that just got out, his other people out? What does he need you? I said, John, I don't know, but I don't like it. Because that's not what he told me. Then he messaged me again and says, hey,
he's in jail. Why don't you just give him your address? Maybe he wants to write you a letter. He's so paranoid and timid.
I needed a favor from you, but I'll have to go about it in another way. Right? Now,
Look at this guy.
I don't know what the other way it was. Hattie. They knew where I lived. So what happens? A couple of days later, I was always
So basically, he's saying the members of his mob family are trying to get a hold of him, and he's ducking them like a little girl. So of course they're gonna get nervous.
counter surveillance savvy, right? I was always watching.
Watch
They
out.
wanna call me
Watch how paranoid he is.
paranoid. They still want to call me paranoid, delusion. and
You
all.
are paranoid and you are delusional. You said your fucking living room shook like an earthquake for 8 hours, John. Come on. Convenient time for this coming to God moment, isn't it? Convenient time for God to send you this message of an earthquake in your room, right? Just when all the mob guys are mad at you and you're hiding from everyone, a little off the reservation fucking. I hate these guys.
Great. I was making sure that
I
I was
fucking
watching for the agents. I was watching.
We're watching for the Asians, the Japanese might invade. Jesus.
See where they were watching. They were watching me, right?
Asians are in your
Come
back
home one
pocket.
day. I don't know where I was. This is in the daytime. And I go take a ride.
No, I don't have PayPal. I just have the Cash App.
Up the block, I'm going to the left, and then I go pull in my driveway, and I'm going to get out. And I said, you know what? Let me take a ride down the block this way and go look down there. All the cars are aligned. One car sticking out a little bit.
Look how paranoid.
That car was, And I go take a look at the car. Sure enough, I pass this car. The driver got a baseball hat on, but he turns his head to the side, right? And the passenger takes the baseball hat and puts the baseball hat in front of his face.
He's going to tell us how many guys are laying on him and this and that. Then why didn't they shoot you? If that's the case, they would have killed you, John. You're just a paranoid schizo, you little bipolar munchkin.
Now, I did arm myself after.
Disclaimer, hold on. Disclaimer, before I was a filthy still pigeon, he's going to say.
This whole thing with the wake, right? Because obviously I'm not stupid.
Pennisi is beyond boring, but this is important that I make this video. I have to make this video.
And
because a lot of people seem to think this guy's like some great guy, and just because he's not like elite and like lies about sleeping with women and all this shit, he's still a scumbag. All these rats are scumbags, and there's no justification for being a stool pigeon. There's just not.
by the way, if I was working with the government, giving the government information, and I had that kind of relationship with the government, don't you think I might have mentioned, hey, by the way, Mr. FBI, I went to a wake, and the whole wake, and they would, if I was stupid enough, don't you think they might have been smart enough to say, we have to pull you off the street, Mr. Cooperator or informant, because
Mr. Rat.
your life is in danger.
I think by law they probably
Think about it. Well, think about that, right? So anyway.
Well, maybe he wasn't ratting then, but the way he's acting, not returning calls, hiding from people, not going to meetings, they're going to think something's up. Can you blame them, you paranoid, timid freak?
On myself. I quickly pass the car and make a U-turn and spin around. Now I'm pulling up next to the car, and I'll tell you, disclaimer. Back then, not now.
Back then, before he was a filthy rat.
When I was in that life, I was gonna shoot through my car into their car.
But you didn't.
And the neighbor across the street came out with his, 10, 11-year-old daughter.
Well, thank God you didn't.
I said,
I don't believe this anyways. See, Moral John, see how the rats do this? Do you see what they do? See that? I was going to shoot, but I seen them bring out a little girl, so I didn't. Trying to paint himself as the nice guy.
So I pulled past them, and I'm going to turn around to go back again. Figure the guy will pass. They pull up, make the U-turn, and now I take off. We go through in Levittown, Long Island, a car chase where they wind up doing 80 miles an hour. I can't catch them, and they get away from me. Right?
So he supposedly chases the hitmen who are going to kill them. Wouldn't you think them hitmen would have shot him? Does that make any sense?
Now, I put that story together with Herna, and I stopped playing it back. Herna was acting funny, and she told the wife, and made up the story that I said bad mouth with his wife. And now Perna's, after this wake and after all of this stuff went on, now, look, you're like at the movies, you're eating like I got a snack. Now, I'm not.
Great comment, Bandit Dane. I love what you said right there. Yes, he's paranoid, Bubblegum. All these times you saw these guys and then you never made a move, and they never made a move neither. Think about it. Well, he's gonna tell like 5 more times that people tried to kill him, but he's just a paranoid freak because he would have been dead.
Herna's asking for my address. I'm ignoring him. Now he gets his wife to message me, right?
Yeah, because you're an off-the-reservation cocksucker. They're worried. People just got arrested. People just got indicted. And all of a sudden, one of their mob guys is hiding from them and ducking them. So they're going to want to get a hold of you, you freak.
And
Simp.
who does Perna send to Sideburns' house is a guy that we chased. I chased him. Perna was supposed to chase him, right?
So tough, John.
I got to put all this together. So, what do I do? I go right to Sideburns. I tell him what just happened. Kidding me? Oh, I says, I want to see Joe Cafe. Oh, Joe Cafe.
He probably was a rat back then because, look, I want to go see Joe Cafe, and they won't let him see him. He probably was a rat, but he says no, and they say they're sorry to him. We'll listen. Watch.
I want to see. Watch this.
Watch
is when
this.
I stopped speaking to Sideburns because I was trusting him up to this point.
This is when he stopped speaking to his captains and stuff. Amazing.
Sideburns don't get back to me. So I got to go to work the next day, right? I said, if this guy don't call me before the afternoon time and tell me, hey, by the way, you know, I spoke to that person, you got to see him over here or whatever this time. Nothing. I says, now
if he doesn't call me, I'm telling. I'm running away. Fucking chooch.
I go the whole day. And this guy gets in touch with me after 3, 4 o'clock. It's no good. I don't like it. Right?
You don't like it after 4 o'clock.
For the LIRR to go back to Long Island. Penn Station. My phone rings. Sideburns. It's late. What's up, John? Oh, no, nothing. Don't bring up this, right? Hey, listen, you know all that stuff. Watch this one. You know all, now I knew, this is what I knew. I'm not stupid in this life, right? He says, you know all of that you were just telling me about? I says, yes. I think that you're putting too much into it. That's not the case. Nobody's got nothing to say. I don't think that that's what's going on. I said, really? Yeah, because I was just with a bunch of guys speaking very highly of you. So I said, really?
See how paranoid he is?
Where was that? He says, well, I'll tell you who they were when I see you. I says, I didn't ask you who it was.
I'm not going to. He's not going to meet them. He's not going to see them, talk to them. This guy's a timid little bitch.
I asked you, where'd you see them?
Jesus.
Here's the answer. If he gives me this answer, I'm going to know where Johnny Sideburns stands. Out on the island. Which island? Staten Island. He don't bring up the message for Joe Cafe to meet me, right? What he did is...
Why should they? They don't trust you, man. You're fucking not coming in. You're hiding. And you're a little simp.
He didn't know what to do, so he ran to Staten Island and says he wants to see Joe Cafe. He's saying this happened. It was a car at the house. He's running into him, and they're saying, tell him you know, oh, they were talking good about you. They had nothing. Really, they were talking so good about me. The fucking whole fucking mob fucking ignored me in the fucking way. They were talking good about me. Think about that, right? The whole mob ignored me.
They treated you like a leper. You were shunned. as you should be. And right now you're sitting in Witsack and you're trying to come on YouTube to try to save your honor. You dirty motherfucker, boy. When you go to sleep at night, the demons come and they tell you you're a dirty rat piece of shit. You're not a man. You're a coward. Stoolie.
But now they're talking good about me, right? Out of the way, right? A fucking week later. So now, I said, and by the way, John, whatever happened with that guy I told you that I need to meet? Yeah. No, forget about that. Forget about. I says, what is that? Yeah. Don't. There's no need for that. Forget about that.
How would he know?
It's the answer.
Yeah, both. I know what he's talking. I know it's hard to follow him, but I'll explain.
Okay, John.
First of all, he doesn't know what you're talking about.
By the way, that's it. Now, in the interim of all of this, I'm meeting with him. I'm meeting with him leading up to this when I'm not meeting nobody else at this point. I'm not meeting nobody else, but I'm meeting with John, and he's telling me, at one point he did tell me, these guys think it's the 80s. They want to whack this, clip this, clip that. He says, I'm not saying me, but he's talking about these guys, right?
But Pennisi, of course, thinks it means him because Pennisi's scared to death of his own shadow.
So, when I hang up that phone in Penn Station, I am cutting sideburns off because now I have to cut anybody that I can no longer trust. Obviously, I can't trust him because I knew what he did.
Well, why don't you go meet them, you fucking pussy, and talk to them, you little chooch?
He was playing me because he was told to play me, right? They think that they were going to play me. So what I did was, I went, Patty, I want to see you. I want to talk to you. I go see Patty. I explained all this. I don't know nothing. Listen, I would have heard something. I said, no, Mikey had, I says, you were standing in front of Mikey. You seen the way he said, no, he's got a lot on his mind.
Jesus.
Patty. So does everybody else have everything on their mind? Like the whole
Everybody's shunning me. It's a big symphony.
mob at that wake had everything on their mind too? I don't know. I says, I'll tell you what. I says, I'm going to put my head on the table. I'm going to put my head on the table. Right? Lay my head on the table.
Yeah, that's correct. I don't want rats in my chat room. I don't want rats in here. If they come in here, block them. I don't want the rats in here. I don't want no mob stool pigeons in my chat room.
You go send a message all over New York, Jersey, wherever you got to go send a message. Let one person come back here and have anything to say or show some kind of paper, whatever it is, because something's wrong. Don't tell me, Patty, I know something's wrong. Blow my brains out.
Yeah, look at this guy.
Blow my brains out right at the stage. What are you, nuts? There's nothing like that. Why are you saying that? I says, well, something's going on. I says, and I got to.
Yeah, there's something going on. You're running and hiding from people.
Let me ask you a question, Pat. You've been around this life, right? I'm a friend. I asked to see a skipper and his family. It's very important I see him. You know what I was told? And I repeat this whole thing. Well, I don't know why I'll call Joe. You want me to call Joe? I says, yeah, I want you to get in touch with Joe. And I want to know why. I want to know why I have to forget about me. I leave.
Look at this guy.
No, I'm sorry. Sorry.
You had to run to Queens.
Sorry. I left out a big important part. I don't leave.
Okay.
I said, Patty, I want to tell you something else. And he knows I'm strapped up. I said, from this day on, you tell everybody, don't even come and approach me to say hello. Because, once again, disclaimer. Back then, in that life, at that time.
Disclaimer.
All right? Not now. Back then. Right?
Back
was
then.
A friend in that life. That's what we did in that life back then. I said to him, because I'm going to wind up lighting somebody up to come over and say hello to me.
Yeah, right. If they come over to say hello to me, I'm going to light them up.
I don't mean that.
Yeah, okay.
His next blunder.
The only thing you're lighting is the guy's cigar who bangs your girlfriend. That's it.
The biggest blunder that you could ever make. He says, I know. I told him they got to use shotguns on him. Now, let's take that
Does
statement.
that make any sense?
Give it away.
let's take that.
Does anybody believe that? Yeah, the guy would say, "Yeah, I told him to use shotguns on you." Fucking
So
idiot.
we were close, right? We were close. By the way, speaking of close, when I said that Patty, prior to this, and his punk friend Danny Campo, 3 weeks went by. I didn't hear from this. People police call me every single day.
Hey, thanks, Tommy Aggro.
You know, Danny's, he's scared to come.
Tommy Aggro gave Joe Dogs Iannuzzi a vicious beating. That fat pig Joe Dogs was a real disgraziad.
Out of his house.
Grazie, Aggro.
Because he thinks you're going to get him. You know, please give him a call. You know, the guy loves you. I said, the guy loves me. I haven't heard from you in 3 weeks.
Do you hear this story? He's trying to say there's guys that are scared to leave their house because big bad Simp and Pennisi wants to whack them. It's the other way around. Johnny Pennisi is scared of everyone. Watch when he's so scared of the black guys, too. There's some black guy with a red rag on his head. He thinks he's in the Bloods. Then there's another Jamaican guy with dreadlocks, and he thinks he's after him. I got the feeling like somebody's watching me, and I'm John Pennisi. Unbelievable, you simp. You fucking mental midget, weakling, slipping full school dropout.
Patty told somebody else, oh, we're not that close. Tom, I can tell you one thing. You know, you talk to me every day? That was how Patty was. And I used to go out for drinks and dinner with him every day. Let's say not every day.
Hold on. Hey, Chuck. Grazie, Chuck, for the Cash App thing. I'm much appreciated, man. Because I appreciate no matter Super Chat or the Cash App, and all the money I put it on I bought my dog with that Cash App money you sent. I bought my dogs all these elegant bones. This ram horn is fucking awesome. My dog loves it. Thank you, people, for that. And hey, Joey, you fucking weird, jealous little prick out there. I hope you slip and fall and crack your cranium, you freak.
All right.
I hope you get in a vicious car accident and you have no use of your left leg no more. They call you little gimpy Joey. Freak.
So we made that statement. He didn't know I knew about that. So now you make a statement saying, I know. I told them they got to use shotguns on me. But it gets.
Why would the guy say that? Who would? I hate these rat bastards.
Better. He says, let me ask you something.
I fucking hate them.
This car. Now, remember, everybody's denying everything. That car, they didn't send that car there, right?
Listen, if they sent a car to whack you, then someone would have shot at you. He said he chased the car, 2 miles, 3 miles? Why would 2 hitmen run from their mark that they're going to hit? And watch how many other times he thinks people are going to kill him. Big simpin'. Big simpin' up in NYC. It's that dirty little rat, John Pennisi. Fucking freak.
What's this car? Now, Tom, in that life, if I sent the car personally there, I would not be asking you what color is it, what does it look like. I would tell you, I don't know what you're talking about. Right? What color was that car? It was black. It was a Nissan and it had stickers on the black one.
Oh.
And what did it do? It drove. I said, yeah, chased them away.
You chased them away.
I chased them once again back then.
Once again, disclaimer, because I got FBI outside my house back then. He says that 1,000 times. He's going to tell us all kinds of how he tried to kill these guys.
I chased them.
It gets better, folks. He even says that he picked up a little girl and used her as a shield. Well, I'm paraphrasing, but you'll see. Watch.
That ran away. And then I realized why he asked me that question. He asked me that question because the guys who they sent to lay on me, they wasn't sent to hit me. They were sent to lay on me. You know, obviously, they got to get you patted down, right?
They were sent to. This guy is just such a paranoid schizo.
They failed to mention that they were chased out of there by me.
Jesus. Look at him. Look, I feel like a man now. Look, I'm tough. I'm justifying my rat. And watch this.
He's going to bring that information back. And he's going to say, not only did he know what color was the car, what make was the car, he even said there were stickers on the trunk and what you had baseball hats on. So that was an important piece of information because had that been me in that life, and I sent the cars there, or I was involved in trying to do something to me, I don't ever ask me what color was the car. I don't care if it was a green spaceship that was sitting on your house.
So
I'm not going to ask you nothing.
Patty was like,
Look how tired Tom Green is. He's just so exhausted listening to this tortoise over here. Tom Green is fucking exhausted. He's eating fucking bird seeds. He's just exhausted. Look at him. Do you know how this is like waterboarding, dying from 1,000 cuts watching John Pennisi? God bless you people for even being in here watching this. God bless you, because this is killing me right now. This is like waterboarding. I feel like I'm fucking Chinese water torture. This is brutal. He's like a robot. IBM over here. My name is Pennisi. Oh my God.
Because Patty, don't forget what happened.
I hate when they do that. Machiavellian. No, you're a scared little bitch. That's what it is. Your skipper calls you in, you don't go. You're acting weird. Guys just got arrested. You'll see.
When Mikey says, "Oh, I want your schedule. I need you to help." Stay away. Listen, tell him you're working. And when Patty was up his ass, right? Where's Patty today? I'm the boss, right? No. So that's
see. Look at that. Look at that. They're dropping. Come on, man. This is fucking disgusting. This is why I hate all these rat podcasts. I really do. Anybody that puts these stool pigeons on their streams, I fucking hate it.
Right? So this was perfect timing for Patty, because Patty never came and said, "Hey, this is my friend. I'll die with him," like I would have for him. I'll die with him.
Yeah, sure you would, John. Spirits came down and made your house shake. You're going to tell us in a minute.
And I go now to work. Next day, I get a telephone call. Guess who it is? Joe Cafe.
Wow, surprising.
Because now they know I'm questioning, wait a minute, why doesn't he know? He's got to be. Yeah. That's the way it is, right? Oh, yeah, listen, we're going to meet over here. Now, the place that we're meeting at was his place, Mickey Mo's, right?
Mickey Mouse.
I go there, as I am.
I almost didn't want to play this video because they are dry snitching and dropping so many names of people. I didn't even want to play this video. I feel like a fucking kind of a rat even playing this fucking video. They're dropping so many people's names and shit. You filthy rat bastard. I hope this haunts your fucking soul, man.
Oh, about 45 minutes early. I start scanning.
Oh, this guy couldn't sign Sonny Black Neapolitano shoes. This fucking lollipop gangster right here.
One of the guys in
this
Patty's
phony rat.
You want me to come? I got a shotgun. I'll come. I'll stay by the, I says, nope. Not telling you where it is. Going by myself. Because everything I did up this point, I did by myself.
That makes no sense.
Help me out. They knew there was something going on, but did it all by myself.
Yeah, he did it all by himself. He's so brave. He did it all by himself.
And
I hate this guy.
Disclaimer, back then.
Disclaimer, back then before I was a rat.
Pistol, right?
Fucking clown, John.
I go 45 minutes, go scout around. I want to go look around. I go over to this place. I don't like the way this place looks.
Watch this paranoia. Watch this. Now he's getting a chance to meet with his buddies and square everything away, but nope. Johnny, little timid Johnny, tiny timid over here, can't do it. Little John can't do it. Schizo.
So I don't like this. I go around the corner, and you know how some buildings have the back that you could get in through the back doors, the back entrances. I go back there, and sure enough, you could get in that way, right? Kind of like where you can park cars or deliveries probably come over there that way. And I start counting. I see one of the stores has an SUV, a nice looking BMW. There's a couple of cars there, maybe three. I don't want to say four, maybe 3 or 4 cars, right? All right, 1, 2, 3. I count the stores. I go back around the corner.
Jesus,
boom, boom,
look at this
boom.
guy.
That's the store.
4 cars. Too scary.
Behind Mickey Mo's is where I see the cars back I go over to get out of the car. I go over to the Mickey Mouse car looking at.
Look at him. Look at him. Like he's over there peeping in the fucking windows. Why don't you just walk in? Hold on a minute. Mob Talks. I want to see what he says. He's got a lot of facts. Truth is, they didn't want to make him because he was always delusional. Ask anyone. He's been delusional guy and borderline schizophrenic. So he's not. He wasn't a made guy, or was he? Because I thought he was a made guy. That's the exact kind of vibe I am getting from this guy. Just what Mob Talk said right there. That's the exact vibe I'm getting. Now, right now, he's telling us he's supposed to meet with his friends. He's peeping in the window, and he's nervous because there's 4 cars there. Let's listen. Let's proceed.
And see if I see anybody. I don't see anybody in there. It's too dark for me to see.
It's creepy.
I say to myself, I'm going to cancel this meeting.
I'm going to cancel the meeting. It's too creepy. Here I am, right in front of the place I'm supposed to meet them at. But, oh no, timid John it's creepy. Ooh, scary. Fucking fanoik.
Tell Joe I got car trouble. I turn around. Hey, you made it early. Silver Mercedes pulling up. Joe Cafe. Wow. Now my jacket is hanging all the way down on my right side. I don't.
Yeah, big Clint Eastwood over there. He don't give a fuck with his dirty Harry gun. He's trying to say.
I don't give a shit.
Why are you supposed to not go to a meeting with another friend?
I didn't care.
John was scared. John's a pussy. He's scared. See, I thought he's saying he's a made guy, so he wasn't even a made guy. Jesus, how these fucking rats lie. How they fucking lie.
The protocol.
No, I don't believe Frank Sharon. Frank Sharon was a fucking liar.
Well, at this point, is out the window. I got to be honest with you. Out the window.
Wait, he committed murder in a jealous rage? I can see that all day long. Did he kill a girl? Like, I can see that all day long. He's a paranoid schizo. This guy is going to tell us in 10 minutes that his house shook. His house was shaking, and very conveniently, his grandparents send him a message from God. Very convenient. I believe in miracles, folks. I believe in Fatima. I believe in all that stuff, but I don't. It's just at the right time for the rat, isn't it? I don't believe the rat story. Let's proceed with Mr. Whiskers, the timid one.
I got a guy telling me, I thought they got to use shotguns on me. I'm going to worry about bringing pistols to meetings. So Joe Cafe gets out of the car. He looks immediately at my jacket. You see my jacket's hanging down.
TW says he was a made guy.
On the pistol in my jacket. So he turns around. Now, if he's going to say, hey, come on, let's go over there, my answer is going to be, Joe, I want to go for a walk. I want to go for a walk. He don't do that. Next door to the place is a cafe. He says, let's go get a espresso. All right. Go in place. The girl behind the counter, very brightly lit. It was actually dangerous for me there because somebody could have came and shotgunned me. They could have came in from the, I don't know.
They could have shotgunned me. It was dangerous for me. Well, this is a dangerous life you entered. You joined the fucking mafia. You were a made guy. There's some people saying he was a made guy. He was made, however, they were hesitant because, all right, so he was a made guy, but he was a delusional schizo head case. Okay, gotcha. Thanks for clearing that up.
It was a stupid move. I should have said, no, let's walk. I went in there. All glass. You can see nice in there.
He's a nut.
Young girl. I tell him.
All right, so there's a young girl in there. Why would they kill you in front of a young girl?
Joe, I got to tell you, the incident took place at my house. Your nephew was involved in a telephone call with Johnny Cypress going to his house, handing a phone over with a guy from prison, Joe Kerner, asking for my address. And I explained the whole thing, what happened at my house, without getting involved. Right? I said, I got to tell you, Joe, if I see your nephew on my block, once again, disclaimer, back then, I'm going to leave him on my block in the street. Now, let me tell you about Cosa Nostra.
He's going to tell everybody about Cosa Nostra, fucking rat bastard.
Cosa Nostra says that
you big paranoid simp. You simp. You know, this guy is such a cuckold.
I'm a friend speaking to a Cabarogine in our family, and I'm telling him, I don't care if it's his nephew, if it's
Look how
brother,
tough he
if
is.
it's whoever it is, and I'm
Badass.
telling him that a guy has laid on my house as a friend, and that if it's your nephew, I'm going to leave him there. You know what he's supposed to say? If I see and I find out that my nephew's there, I'm going to leave him there with you,
This guy's a paranoid schizo, 100%.
or I'm going to leave him there. I'm going to leave him somewhere else. That's what he's supposed to say. You know, he answers me. He says, well, that's not going to go so good for you. And I'm looking at him, and I know that he is a ballless wonder. I'll say it again, all right? And I'm looking at him, and I'm saying to myself, did you really just answer me that way? So I answered him back. I says, and it's not going to go so good for your fucking nephew. He just looks at me.
Big tough
He
guy.
makes small talk after that. He's got my message, right? He makes small talk after that.
He knocked the girl's teeth out? Is that true?
Here's a guy I'm looking at that I went running.
I can see it. Listen, if he dates crazy women like that, well, if he dates crazy women like that, who he constantly thinks are cheating on him and he's so paranoid, I can see him definitely abusing women. Definitely. 100%.
You and your nephew. When the Bananas totally disrespected you and disregarded you, and you didn't do shit about it. Not shit. You made them embarrass Abogado, and you didn't even do anything.
And you didn't embarrass
do anything
nobody?
about it.
You sicko?
And now you want to tell me it's not going to go good for me. The meeting is over. Oh, sorry.
Oh, thanks, Earl.
Big part. He says, you know, this was my joint next door. He says, you want to go for a drink? I said, Joe, it's a little too early for me to drink. That right there, what the hell was going to happen if I would have said yes?
He said he burned her hair?
What would have happened? I don't know. Maybe they would just cars park there.
That's right, you cuck. You didn't know. Maybe it was just cars parked there. But you were too much of a fucking simp to go in there and deal with people.
Belong to nobody. Maybe he really wanted to show me the place and have a drink. But maybe
you're a fucking pussy. Maybe you should have never joined the Cosa Nostra. Maybe you should find your balls. Maybe you should stay away from women like that. Maybe you should hang yourself tonight in your bathroom, you sick fuck. What a fucking poor excuse for a human being. Paranoid schizo, head case. Like, it's like Poltergeist. Carrie Ann, walk towards the light, Carrie Ann. Your daughter is there and we have to save her.
Right.
Fucking
nut. It's a little too early. Anyway, I got to run.
Nut.
Never gets up from the table, never kisses me goodbye, never nothing, stays there. But the whole time he's at the table, he's just staring at my jacket. The whole time. That's the last time I've seen him. And so, what do? I go home. I got a lot on my mind, Tom.
He's got a lot on his mind.
For sure. A lot on my mind.
The girl.
Not the FBI. I don't got the FBI on my mind. I don't even think about that.
Oh, he's not even thinking about them. He's gonna call them.
Got a lot on my mind.
Fucking rat.
And what happens is that
Oh, and I'm going to read that. Yes, it came out in Booby's trial. Pennisi knocked her teeth out and burned her hair. Judge ruled it happened 3 years before the trial, so wouldn't let Booby's lawyer question him about it, question Pennisi about it. See, all jealous guys like that who are like always checking their girlfriend's phone and, are you cheating on me? You looked out the window. Were you looking at a guy? Those kind of psycho, schizophrenic men always beat women. And they're cowards, just like Pennisi's a coward. He wouldn't go meet his friends. He wouldn't even meet his friends. And you're going to see him like, there was black guys out there. There was 4 cars. Jesus.
Oh, I left out a very big point.
He left out a
pot. I decided I didn't want nothing to do with the girl no more. And was adamant in the text about it.
He did what he just said. When he decided he was all done with the girl, Jesus.
That is it. You're not going to hear from me, see me, done with you. Oh, yeah? The text. Now I'm going to go around making up stories and lies about you.
All right, so here's where it starts, where he says the girl ruined it for him. The girl's going around telling all of his friends, making up stories. So that's why he gets a little scared, and little baby Pennisi Simp runs away to Atlanta, or wherever the fuck he went. Wow.
Right?
I don't even believe that. Number one, they're not going to believe some crazy girl. Like, come on. They didn't trust this guy. He's a paranoid schizo.
I take that text, and who do I show? The enemy.
The enemy.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Not knowing at that time, I left.
This poor bastard's been sitting through this water torture. Oh, my God.
I thought that came before. Good thing you showed me, Mo. That's good thing you showed me, Mo. I showed the enemy. He's not gonna admit to that, right? So anyway, going back to what we were talking about, I know for 100% fact there is serious problems going on with me, and I still do not know why. I don't know what's going on. I'm in my house. It's at night. I don't know if it was that night or the next night, but it was dark out. And I hear someone walking up the driveway.
Now, listen to this, folks.
Now there was a motion sensor, a light sensor, a motion light that was delayed. Right, take the pistol back then.
Back then.
Go out. Now I'm in the dark, but I see a shadow. Put the pistol out, pointing the pistol.
Pointing at a shadow. That could have been anybody walking through his yard. What a paranoid fuck. Does this guy smoke coke? Is this guy a fucking coke monster or something?
To back then. To start pulling the trigger because all this going on. And a brown, are we still on? I see the guy's wearing a brown thing, and he's looking, when the light comes on, he's looking at that thing. He's looking at that thing they carry. He looks up, I put the pistol behind my back, my heart's boom, 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 boom. I said, can I help you? And he gives me the name of the people that are in the front. I'm in the back. You got to go in the back to go to my place. They're up in the front. I said, no, that's up in the front. He starts walking away. Who comes around him? My son. I said, come on. We get in there. I take the pistol. I put it on. He's like, what's going on? I start explaining what's going on. He's saying.
So he's telling his son all of his paranoid delusions. He's telling his son all his paranoid delusions. Oh, my God. He almost shot some poor guy in his yard. This guy is unbelievable. Exactly. Flying saucers and aliens he's going to see next.
Saying that. I can't explain it all, but I'm trying to condense it that there's a problem, and I don't know what it, I don't know. I have no idea what it's about. I don't know what's going on, but I know something serious is going on.
Well, that's why you're supposed to go in and meet your friends and talk to them and not be a little fairy.
Can you imagine? Here's the thing. Once again, if you're cooperating, you're doing all these things, you know what it is.
Correct.
You know.
Correct.
Aren't you going to go and look at all these stories? At some point, aren't you going to go, hello, FBI, hey, guess what? Guess what just happened? They're going to yank you off of the street. They're going to yank. So my son says, you got to get out of here. You're going to wind up killing somebody. This guy.
What a paranoid.
You shot that guy.
Exactly. What a paranoid retard this guy is. What a head case.
I won't. Listen, that light don't come on.
So your paranoid delusions made you run away from your Borgata, your La Cosa Nostra, and you're an off-the-reservation cocksucker. So don't you see why they're pissed at you, you freak?
What happened? Innocent person, I'm done. Right? They're throwing the key and locking me up, throwing the key away with me. So I'm saying, where the hell am I going to go? What the hell am I going to do? What am I going to do with this place?
And he wonders why people thought he was a rat. He ran away like a little coward.
the place up. We'll just go. Take what you need and just go. Let me figure out where am I going to go. I told you why.
Skinny Razors was a man. Skinny Razors was the strongest man in the universe. Skinny Razors.
Savannah, who the hell's going to Savannah? I just picked it. Always heard Savannah.
Maybe he's seen Ralph Natali outside his house. Maybe Ralph came back from the dead. The mummy himself.
I want to go there, right? Unbeknown to me.
Unbeknownst.
She hears all this.
You idiot.
Thinks that all of this isn't in my mind. She thinks that.
Why is he telling his mom all this shit? Mama's boy, I'm scoring good boy points, mommy. Good boy points. Oh my God, he's telling his poor mother this stuff. What the fuck? This guy is a serious mommy's boy. Jesus.
That I'm what are you doing? What are you talking about? Don't forget.
You remember Chucky? The good guy dolls? Jesus.
She's thinking that maybe something's going on with me. Or I'm thinking crazy.
Yes, that's what's happening, Johnny. Your mother knows you've been a paranoid schizo since you were a child.
Well, do you know that when I left?
And I know you're watching right now, birthday boy. I hope your birthday cake falls on the fucking floor, cocksucker.
Savannah, I got a telephone call from my mother the next day, hysterical crying, apologizing. I'm saying, why do you keep saying you're sorry? I didn't believe you. I said, what are you talking about? I don't know. She says, I didn't believe you. I didn't think that this was happening. She says, when we were packing up, a guy kept coming. He had a baseball hat. She says, he coming in a black truck. He kept driving.
You got your mother paranoid. You got your mother so paranoid that your poor mother, everybody with a baseball cap she sees, she think they're Luca Brasi. Think Luca Brasi's coming. You scared your mother so much that she's paranoid. And why would mob guys go and mess with your mother, man? Jesus.
Kept driving by, going around the block.
The guy's driving around the block, so they must be there to hit Michael Corleone. Oh, your poor de madre. Oh, man.
Parking on the corner. We're watching House.
Cuban's a funny bastard. He says, this guy makes me paranoid.
My mother didn't believe. She cried. I'm so sorry. I'm never going to doubt you ever again. I said, well, why would you think that you think I don't know what's going on? I'm in another state right now. You think I'm losing my mind and driving to another state? And as I said, I stayed here for almost 2 months.
Buonanotte.
Frantic telephone calls. I'm not answering. Messages, text messages, everything. But I'm still talking to certain guys in Patty's crew.
No, you're an off-the-reservation fag. That's what you are, an off-the-reservation fanoik.
Not that punk Danny, but I'm talking to these other Butch and Louie and these guys.
Says him. I don't believe the rats.
Sends me, and it's on my Instagram. I got it on my phone. Sends me a message near the end when I'm in Savannah to tell me they made a huge mistake. They're trying to get in touch with you. You look at my Instagram?
I repented or the other one?
They're trying to bring up something on his Instagram.
Repented and go all the way to the bottom, and you'll see a text message there from Butch, right? It's all the way. I'll tell you where it is.
Fuck your message, you freak.
Because people want to see it. It's still there.
Yeah, but you don't show it. We don't even care about it.
So they're backpedaling over the many mistakes, and then he says, I think they realized they made a huge mistake. They now want to clear it up and said you have not.
All right, so he's saying his friends got a hold of him and said, hey, we're sorry. We got the discovery papers and you weren't on it. So if you didn't act like a paranoid little bitch, you would have just went and explained to them. I doubt they would have killed you. They would have waited for the discovery to come out, realized you weren't telling on nobody, and you would have been okay. But nope, you Whitney Houston did. I want to run to you. And he runs into the arms of the FBI This guy, you're one of a kind, Johnny boy. The Simp Pennisi.
Not been around, right? So why? What's the huge mistake? The huge mistake is that the discovery material comes out in that case, and I'm nowhere on it. I would have to be all over the discovery.
Not yet, he's not.
Yeah. So I start putting the pieces together. I said,
In the arms of an angel. FBI, that is.
look at this. Strategically, this bastard, Big John, put a rat wire on me. And now I'm starting to put the pieces together.
Well, if you didn't act like a little fanook and dodge all your friends and act like a paranoid schizo and simp over some nutcase girl, Jesus Christ, John, you are a paranoid schizo.
And it makes sense because he was worried about his brother Bubsy because Bubsy was fucking around with the girl.
So he thinks Bubsy's banging it, and that's it. He thinks he just put this guy in jail, mind you, right? Ratted on the guy. And now he's saying, and all this guy's family's got to hear this and everything. That's why I don't platform these stool pigeons. Don't even do it.
Wow. Why was an associate reaching out to you about that? Why wasn't a friend?
I wasn't answering them. I wouldn't answer them. I wouldn't talk to them. They knew that.
The other guy's eating bird seeds.
So they knew I was speaking with him and Lou, and they figured, all right, well, who talks to him and who's he talking to? Who's he answering?
Yeah, because you're off the reservation. You took off. You left state, dude.
Answer him. And
Hold on, do you think he was being honest? Like, meaning, was he genuine? And like, shit, they made a mistake.
but by the way, above that, and then we screenshot that, he even said the guy with the neck wants, he's talking about George's neck, wants to talk to you.
More
So they
name
were like,
dropping.
You know, trying to get me to come to talk. And you know, like I said, once again, a disclaimer. I'm not speaking about now.
Not
I don't wanna see anybody lose their life now. But back then, in that world, in that life, Big John should have went. Bubsy should have went. Joe Perna wasn't home, but if he came home, he should have went himself. And that's what that life is about. But that's not what I was seeing. What they wanted to say, like, well, let's clear this up and straighten this out, because obviously they got the discovery back, and I wasn't on the discovery. Now, did I go in Savannah and go look up, hey, FBI?
No, see, watch that. Here's where the justification comes in for the ratting. Watch.
I had to, unfortunately, come back because of my record. I couldn't get work done. And
Yeah, but then when I went to Savannah, did I call the FBI? No.
I wind up coming back to New York. And, now I'm only seeing a couple of people. I'm not seeing, obviously, the God or nobody. Right?
So you're still an off the reservation fucking prick.
And I come back, and I got to move into another place.
Oh, poor Simpy.
My place is gone. I got to move into another place. I got to get the stuff out of storage and do all that whole shit.
Bart Simpson right here.
And so I said to myself,
yeah, he ran to Savannah because he was scared.
What do I do now?
What's up, JC?
All right. I'm going to a place, a restaurant, where the guy's brother-in-law is friendly with Mikey DeSantis, too. So I send a message. My message was basically, look, I understand that there's no walking away. Right? Obviously, there was some mistakes made. They were not my mistakes.
They weren't his mistakes. Never his fault. It's never John's fault. The mama's boy Pennisi, it's never his fault. Never.
No one needs to worry about me.
Nobody needs to worry about him, but here he is in witness protection program.
They were worried, right? And naturally, in that life, if guy disappears, you worry, right? No one needs to worry about me. I just want to be left alone. I wish everybody the best of luck.
Wow.
I hope you make millions of dollars, and I hope you never see the inside of a jail.
Did you just hear that? I hope you never see the inside of a jail cell. He's putting people in. This guy is such a piece of shit. Oh, I hate this man.
Well, they cut out like the inside of a jail cell.
Look, Tom Green's not even paying attention. He's in his own little world eating Cheetos or something.
Sent it on to the big boss, essentially. And what was the response?
He replies, which to me, I in that position, I would not have replied.
What?
Strangely,
wait, Joey Karate, how the fuck am I terrible? How the fuck am I terrible? Because I'm critiquing this fucking rat. He's a fucking rat. He puts people in jail. He's a filthy scumbag who joined an organization and cucked out and simped out because he's a weak, fucking paranoid schizo, okay?
the reply was,
I'm a cuck.
well, got a message from
It's fucking
had
freezing
you
up.
anytime.
Hold on, John. It keeps pausing. So it said, you got a message from, and I apologize. We'll try to edit this if we can.
Okay.
Mikey replied, you got a message from, and then what you say after that. Sorry.
We're filming?
We're filming? We
Oh.
still filming? Look at this dizzy motherfucker, Johnny Pennisi. How old's he gonna be today? It's his birthday, you dizzy little prick. How old are you? Kind of a corky face right there. I see, Corky Thatcher. Life doesn't go on for you, you motherfucker. You destroyed your soul. You destroyed your name. No honor having freak.
Got a message from that person, and the message is, we could have had you anytime we wanted. We know where you work.
Why would they say that to him? Come on, guys. We've all watched mob documentaries, mob movies, all that shit. What kind of gangsters would say this to him? We could have killed you. We could have had you. No one's going to say that shit. When you want to kill somebody, you never say that shit to them. That's what I know from the movies and fucking A&E and all the shit I've been watching on the mob for years. Jesus.
Go live your life. Don't worry. You don't have to worry. Do I believe that message? Not at all. Am I not happy with that message? Not at all. Do I go run to the FBI? No.
Do I go back to my girlfriend who cheated on me 67 times? Yes, I did. And I also shot Johnny Gabbett, Georgie Grasso, Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck. I shot them all. I also baseball batted 67 guys.
I still am armed.
He's still armed.
With a pistol in my knapsack. And I'm in the city one
He's got a pistol in his knapsack.
day. And I have pictures in my phone. A bunch of guys, and I was away. I know how they dress. I know how they.
Now watch this. Now watch this right here. Watch the paranoia. Watch this. No, I'm not letting on anybody now, but I'll end this stream after this is done, and I'll go live later on. If people want to come in and bullshit, we'll have some laughs.
And I'm in the city one day,
Listen to this.
and I have pictures in my phone. A bunch of guys, and I was away. I know how they dress. I know how they bloods laying around by where I work. I go, I put my hand in the knapsack back then.
All right, so he's saying just because there's some black guys with like red hats on and shit, he thinks they're bloods trying to kill him. This guy is such a paranoid freak. Wow, what a whack job.
And on the pistol, got to take the knapsack off. got my
Hand's always on the pistol, but he never uses it.
in the knapsack.
Tough guy.
and walking towards them, and they're all walking away.
All right, now if these Bloods were laying on him to kill him, why would they run away? Why would they run away?
Yeah, we're in the middle of Manhattan, and they're talking on cell phones, right? Just trying to pull up one of the pictures for you.
They're on cell phones. Oh no, the black guys are on cell phones. Creepy black guys with red hats. Oh no. What a fucking chooch. You fucking chooch. He does look, he's trying to find, he took pictures of these guys. This little Fanoik took pictures of these black dudes with fucking blood, with red hats on. He thinks they're in the Bloods trying to kill him, but he's going to tell you how they scatter. Yeah, okay. Fucking schizo.
Right? Talking on cell phones.
How many paint chips do you think Pennisi ate as a child? Do you think he indulged in hundreds of paint chips that he peeled off the wall? How many paint chips did you devour, John?
There's a bunch of them, and they're running all over the place. And
Is he reading a script?
well, we're not
Come on, get it out, you fucking stuttering prick.
Let's see it right anyway.
Good mail to be and I'll put on the community.
Jesus
So-
Christ.
So I'm trying to approach them. I chase them all the way down to, because I used to work on, it was between 6th and Broadway and 38th Street. And I chased them from Broadway to 7th, which is the next.
That's like
Hear what he just said. He's seen, I don't know how many, but a few black guys wearing red clothes, and he chased them. Come on, folks. Do you think if these black dudes were laying on him to whack this guy or whatever they were doing, you think he's going to chase them and they're going to run away? This guy's full of... He thinks the audience is stupid. He's watched what A Liar has done. He's watched what Schmiegel and the rest of these stool pigeons have done. So he's trying to do the same when he's still in the witness. But what a scumbag.
Midtown, we're in Midtown.
Yeah, he chased all the black guys in Midtown Manhattan. And this guy just did a video on his channel, Racism in the Mafia. And we're going to see, watch, just we'll watch a little more. Freak.
But I chase them. I spot them on Broadway.
Tough
So
guy
I'm running down the block,
Johnny.
and they split up and
He's
they're running around.
so
and anyway,
tough.
they didn't want no part of that. So
They didn't want no part of Pennisi, the paranoid poltergeist. Carry on, look towards the light, carry on.
So I remember going up and telling my father. He was like, "You got to be kidding me."
Why are you going telling and making your old parents nervous? You're a mama's boy. You tell mommy and daddy everything, and you tell your poor son. Jesus.
He knew a little bit of what was going on. He said, "Don't go back down." I went back down there again, looking and all that. You know, I was all nuts at this point, and I'm just disgusted because I'm like, for two reasons. One,
Yeah, you can come on at the end, Tech.
I know I'm going to
Just
have to
for a
lose the
second.
job, which I didn't right then and there. I stood a little while, a little while.
Yeah, I'll bring you on at the end to clear something up. And then I'll end this and I'll go live in like 20, a half hour and just bullshit with people.
Stood as long as I could on that job. But it was like, it just got to the point like I was watching every little person now walking.
Look how
city.
paranoid he
I don't
is.
know what's going on. And that they
He
had
sees hitmen everywhere he looks. He sees hitmen.
the audacity to send this other ethnic group or gang.
Hear what he just said? They had the audacity to send another ethnic group. So you want to be, so you think it's a downer to be whacked by a bunch of black guys, but it's okay to be whacked by them. But you just did a fucking stupid podcast on how racist the mafia is. You're a hypocritical Fanoik, Pennisi. You're scared of your own shadow. Timid
I don't know what they're
bitch.
gonna do. Do I say that they were looking to hit me? I don't know. Were they looking to cut me? Or
Cut
stab
me.
or
You're
jump
gonna
on me? I
cut
don't know
me.
what the hell they were up to.
They're going to cut me and jump on me.
They didn't get do it, obviously.
Fucking
And,
fanatic.
you know, so I'm speaking to one guy, the guy in the restaurant with the connection there. And he was the guy that I
This guy's praying for this to be
speak
over.
to. And he turns around. Now, don't forget the messages that were sent. I get another message from Mikey again. And the message is, they want to meet with me in a restaurant of my picking. They want to meet with me.
So they're even going to let him pick the restaurant.
Nobody. So he says, well, what message am I sending back? I says, there is no message. Yeah, but they're going to want.
In fairness, you were pretty good about security. If you would have picked a place, just that ship sailed at that time, right?
Now, John's a coward. He's scared.
I'm not meeting them.
I'm not meeting them.
I don't even want to discuss this. I don't want to talk about this.
Then you should have never joined the mafia, you fucking prick.
Now, at this point, Ernie, Mr. Ernie Grillo,
Another name dropped.
is calling me.
So you don't
on
platform
social
these
media,
guys.
And he's telling me that he's trying to get a girl into the safety business, which at that time, that's what I did. Can you write down the courses she needs? And I'm like an idiot, writing it all down, and I'm taking a picture and a screenshot and sending it to him. He tells me, listen, can we meet? I want to discuss this with you in person, tell you what I'm doing. I was going to meet him, stupid.
No, you
Again,
weren't.
I go back with him. Considered him a friend of
What a
mine. And
timid
I'm talking about my
bitch.
life. I considered him to be my friend, my legitimate friend.
And he was back off the shelf at that point too, right?
Back off the shelf.
Wow.
And he considers himself a very intelligent guy in that life. I always thought that. I always would agree with that. I no longer agree with that. What does he do? Calls me one day and says, hey, we're going to meet over here tomorrow at 1 o'clock. So I said, all right. I said, so it's 1 o'clock? So he says, yeah. You figure we're all going to be there at. I says, hold on a minute. Did you just say we're all going to be there? I thought I was meeting you. Who's we all? Phone's quiet. Well, yeah, some people will be there. You know who they are.
He's scared. Look.
Ernie, let me tell you something.
I'm not meeting with no one.
Yeah, but I think that you should.
My mommy said no.
I said, listen.
Fucking
I am
chooch.
divorced. I'm now on phones. I am divorced.
Well, then why don't you stay divorced or whatever you call it? Why'd you have to tell on people, you chooch?
I'm not meeting with nobody.
Little
That marriage
bitch.
has ended. Well, that's the reason for the meeting. Maybe you'll walk away from that meeting. They don't need me at that meeting to do that.
Yeah.
I said, I'm not coming to no meeting. I get off the phone and I get pissed off with the phone. He texts me and this was an insult. Listen, I don't know what you're talking about. I was only trying to get a woman a job.
What?
Because they think you're a rat. You don't want to meet nobody. You're a paranoid little fucking fanook, man.
Asshole. You just tried to set me up. This isn't.
Now they see they try to. What a paranoid freak! They want you to come in and talk to them and clear it up. You goof.
Messaging and backpedaling the text. Like, what an insult.
What a chooch.
I went around from the time that this took place, right? 8 months of changing, because now I got pissed off at this guy trying to make this meeting, not Ernie, the other guy in a restaurant, and told him, listen, I don't need you to make meetings. Yeah, but I promised. I said, you promised. Like, you're getting an attitude because I'm not going to a meeting. You're not even
Look at this guy.
Who are you to
You're not a part of the life neither. You won't even go to a fucking meeting, man. This guy brought his daughter to a sit-down, paranoid. Oh, my God.
Who are you promising that you're going to bring me to a meeting?
Thanks for the super
I'll
chat.
go with you. You do what? You go with me. If you don't like the way it's going, we walk out. It was from the other side. Are you nuts? I'm not going to no meeting. Don't make no appointments for me nowhere.
What a coward.
Now I know I can't trust him because now I got to go to his restaurant. I cut him off, never hear from him again, right?
Your circle's getting smaller and smaller.
But I had just moved to a little section called Malvern.
Move on, right?
Yeah, nice little section. This is a pearly white neighborhood.
Listen to this.
That's Irish Catholic. That's all you've seen, right? Money, right? His son had a pizzeria very close to where I lived, but it was the border of Malvern and whatever the hell that town was next to it. And I used to take that train station or the town next to his train station, right? First thing I see, I go to the train station.
Watch
and I
this.
come home one day, and there's a guy standing there with a knapsack, like my knapsack.
Watch this. Paranoid.
Looked like either a light-skinned Italian or an Irish guy with tattoos. And he's just standing there. So I kind of like look at him. He's looking at me. I look at him.
He's a hitman. He's a hitman. He's gonna kill me. Fucking shoot, you timid little freak.
And I take a couple of steps, and I make believe I'm looking at my phone. Because now I have to walk.
Get this paranoid nut.
And I start walking. But as I'm walking, I turn around and make believe I'm going to listen.
Look at this.
I stop. I let him keep walking.
Wait, you didn't chase him again? So far, he's chased every hitman away so far, folks. All the hitmen that came to lay on him, Pennisi's chased them all away.
I'm not letting him walk behind me. I want him to go ahead.
Wow.
It's strange because he was walking straight, and I had to go straight to the left because my house was like maybe four or 5 blocks.
Wow.
And then I had to make a left, right? Or whatever, 6 blocks away.
Jesus
And
Christ.
I go up into one of the blocks.
Yeah, amen, Angel. Because of this guy's fucking paranoia, there's a bunch of guys sitting in prison. There's a bunch of kids without their fathers. I hate these people.
To try to like get again, make him think I'm going that way, but I want to run around him to get behind him again. But I don't want him to see where I'm going, where my house is.
What the fuck?
And then he starts beelining a diagonal across the street.
Wow.
I regret not trying to run up quicker, but I kept walking and I crossed the street too. And I'm on this side, but I go on the side with him because
Jesus.
he's now heading away from my house on the opposite side. Because I'm thinking obviously you don't know where my house is. And Tom, when I turned that corner, and how long could it have been? I'm half a block behind him, and I turned the corner. Gone. He's gone. I run down the block to see, did he go down this block? He's not there.
The guy had nothing to do with you. He wasn't there to kill you, you paranoid freak, or you would have been dead.
Is there a car? And he's gone. He just
There's an Irish guy. Oh my God, the Irish guys. The leprechauns are coming. Oh, me leprechaun, me boy. Where's me pot of gold, Pennisi?
Right. A while after that, I'm coming out of my house one day.
Hey, Doc Adams, why don't you try fucking yourself, Doc? Why don't you try fucking yourself? You and Festus and Miss Kitty and the rest of the Fanoics at Gunsmoke. I know who the fuck that is, Doc Adams, you dizzy prick. Hootie smack dealer, thanks.
And I see a black guy in a red sweatshirt with dreadlocks on the opposite corner of my house.
Now he sees a black guy with dreadlocks. Oh my God, Bob Marley's coming to kill me. Mom, save me. Bob Marley's hair. Buffalo soldier. Jesus Christ. Stool pigeon Pennisi. Jesus, run into the federal agents. Jesus. A black guy maybe he had family in that neighborhood. Everyone was friends with somebody. He was cutting through. Jesus.
If I tell you this neighborhood, if I took you there today, you would say, no way. I'm talking about Irish Catholic, pearly white neighborhood.
So he couldn't be friends with somebody? He couldn't have been friends with someone in that neighborhood? You fucking hypocrite.
With their noses up in the air, big money neighborhood, right? You
Jesus.
can't even park on the street in this neighborhood. You got to park in the driveway. can't have.
Yeah, he loves mentioning the black guys, doesn't he? But yes, this cuckold 3 days or 4 days ago, I don't know when it was, he made a video about how racist mob guys are.
It's like a Hamlet. They call it Hamlet. That's what it is.
Is that called? Is that the Irish Riviera or something?
No, it's an English thing, an English little Hamlets. They call them that, Tom.
I don't know, but it's just like all.
Black guys are everywhere. Oh no.
I get in my car.
Do you chase Bob Marley too? Do you chase smoking Bob Marley down too, John? You chase the leprechaun, you chase the other black guys, you chase the guys with the baseball hats.
Go to approach this guy in the car. He turns around, he starts walking, he's gone. Right? Dreadlocks.
Well, for all these hitmen, they run. Dreadlocks?
Just standing on the corner. Standing there.
Had to be a hitman, guys. Everybody you see with dreadlocks is a hitman coming to kill Pennisi.
Down the corner where you can take a bus, but in the block corner. Because the other way is in the block. Where's this guy going? And I get closer. He turns around and goes, that's a one-way. I go up this block, turn this way, and go around the block. He's gone. Another guy gone.
Another guy gone.
Now I know this guy in the restaurant must have said,
wow.
He either lives over here or over here, because he told me
what a
that
nut.
he lives very close to my son's restaurant.
What a schizo. Wow.
Now I'm going to have to move again.
This guy's amazingly
And
retarded.
My son comes over.
Wow.
At this point, I got my little daughter coming over the house. I'm holding her up, not like a shield. I'm afraid.
Hear that?
God forbid somebody you don't see at nighttime.
He's just said he picked his daughter up and held her as a shield. Did everybody hear that, or am I going crazy? Did everybody hear that, or am I going nuts?
I see a kid walking low, and maybe somebody's going to start throwing shots over there, and they hit a kid. And I'm like picking her up, making sure the lights are on, and
Here he said he's picking his daughter up and showing her at the window so people don't shoot. God forbid if somebody did shoot. If you're paranoid and you think somebody's going to shoot at you, the last thing you're going to do is hold a baby up to the window. This is Nino Brown from New Jack City picking the kid up for a human shield. Operation Human Shield. John Pennisi's daughter ready for action. God bless that little child. I shouldn't. Oh, my God, I hate this guy.
So that if somebody's laying over there, they see that there's a kid there.
Jesus.
And this is getting out of hand, and my son knows this.
Yeah, so that's the right thing to do. There's hitmen outside, so let me put my daughter out the window. Look, guys, what the fuck?
And he comes over.
You timid little bitch. Shame on you, Pennisi.
And basically saying, what are you going to do? Because this is not work that's going on.
No, he said shield.
Sophie, my younger daughter coming here. It's my sister's coming here. You're telling me that you've seen another guy. You chased another guy the other day. Obviously, they know you where you live now again, and it's not going to stop. He says, you got to think of. Now, don't forget this kid. I went away when he was 2. Came home when he was 19. He lost me his whole life. And now he's saying, you got to think about me and my sisters, especially my sisters. What good are you dead, or what good are you in prison? Because that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
You should have thought of that before you joined the mafia, John. You should have thought of that before you joined the mob, you fucking pussy. Soon as shit got hot and you got paranoid and schizo, you ran to the feds with open arms. You fucking freak. Thanks for the super chat. Do you think John could hold his own in a fist fight? I don't know the guy. I don't know. I think he would run personally, but who knows, man? I don't know the guy. I just know his lies.
He says, well, why don't we write down on this paper what you could, your options.
Yeah, your options.
So here are my options.
Your options are go talk to your friends and straighten it out. But we know what you're going to do, you stoolie.
Leave the state, get another apartment, change my job, and all of that.
That's too hard, so let me just become a federal informant.
I says, here's the problem. The state is tricky because I could pick another. It's going to cost all kinds of money to go again, get another place, got to start out in hotels and all of that.
Well, then don't, you
And
fucking
what if I
fanook.
pick another state that does the same thing to me, where they knock me down for any kind of, even with the background that I had at the time in work, they're knocking me down for my record. That's out. What do I do about? And I already had to switch my job. I left that part out. I had to leave that job in Manhattan, go work somewhere else because of this.
I know this is torturous, folks. Only a little more bit, and we'll hear the ghost story, and I'll let Tech on.
So here I am running around, changing apartments, changing job, not running to the FBI. This is 8 months.
Look, 8 months. I didn't run to the FBI, 8 months. But you did end up going to the FBI, trying to justify it and make like, oh, I didn't do it till they forced me.
By myself.
Fucking loser.
So we're going over this, and then there's a line down the page, and he writes on the other side, he says, I know you're not going to want to even talk about this, but
listen.
He writes FBI. What about going to these people and telling them to help you and they'll protect you?
Wow.
And I'm just,
so his son wrote FBI. Oh my! I don't even believe that. This guy is just got all these excuses why he became a rat.
Looking at him, and he's saying, I know you're not going to like it, and I know you're not going to want to consider that.
Yeah,
what
right.
are your options? What are you going to do?
Oh, like, Dad, you can't man up and go just talk to your friends, right? Or just step away and not rat people out, right? Dad, you're too paranoid, you timid bitch.
You're going to wind up either getting killed. They're going to either kill you, or you're going to look what just happened. Look what happened over there that day. You're going to wind up killing somebody.
They didn't want you dead. You said you chased 5 hitmen away. If they wanted you dead, they would have killed you.
Well, you're going to get caught with this gun, and nothing good's going to come out of it. Dad, promise me that you'll think about going to talk to these people. Maybe they'll help you. They'll protect you.
How could they help him?
I know that, he knows that. He knows that. I said, well, let me think about this. But, you got to think about me and my sisters. Think about especially my sisters.
Should have thought about that before you joined the mob. Rat.
I think it was a Thursday night. I grew up with parents that came from East New York, Brooklyn. I grew up in Ozone Park and Howard Beach. It was like instilled in us. Law enforcement was the enemy. That was the enemy. We knew.
Not no more.
We knew you don't call the cops, you don't go to the cops, you don't talk, you don't say nothing.
Only when Johnny's scared he does.
Things went away, and, nothing. They tried to bring Tony Muscatel up to me when they locked me up on the case that I had. Nothing.
Oh, I can see him as a vicious woman beater. When he just explained his relationship with that girl, how jealous and enraged and paranoid he was, oh, he's definitely beat women.
John Jr., all that. Try to bring Vito Guzzo's name up to me. Guys that were in trouble.
Look at him dropping names.
I don't talk. I don't say nothing. That's the way we grew up. That's all I knew.
Don't platform these
I'm
people.
holding that paper. Right? I got the paper. Holding that paper. Just looking at that paper. Sick to my stomach. I could not leave that house, mainly just sitting with my back up against a couch on the floor. Friday night, Saturday night. I believe Sunday to Sunday night. I don't know if this happens Sunday night or Monday morning, but I believe it was Sunday night or late in the afternoon Sunday. I wouldn't even go out. I wouldn't answer the phone. My son was trying to get me. What the hell is he doing?
Look at this paranoid nut.
I went in, with it. And I've told this story before, and it's a shame how people will try to say that I'm making it up. But this is what it is.
All right,
How
listen.
did you make this up?
Well, I'm talking about this next part.
Oh, wait till the next part. Here comes the poltergeist moment. Carry on. Carry on.
My grandparents passed away. And I've always been, I think, more spiritual than if I would call myself
Oh, I know where you're going. Yeah.
right? And I go over to my grandparents' picture, a crucifix and things that I had, and mask and parts from the wakes and everything. And
Stop
I
talking
pray
about
and say,
kids.
please, I know I'm not supposed to look
The dude in the chat, don't talk about sniffing kids and don't talk like that. If he keeps talking about kids, boot him.
for signs, but I need one. Please tell me that I should listen to Nikki. Give me some.
Listen, he's going to his grandmother's pictures, and he's saying, Grandma and the crucifix, please give me a sign that I should listen to my son and go to the FBI. Now listen to his sign. Watch this. San Francisco, 1989 earthquake. Listen.
Because I'm not going. I was not.
What
I couldn't do it.
Bullshitter.
And like I've said, I know I've said I didn't live near the train station, maybe like whatever, 6 blocks away. I didn't live, with like an L over me. I lived in these neighborhoods. That's not the way that the trains are. There was no earthquake. There was none of those things, right? I had a baker's rack because I needed extra room. I had too many dishes and glasses and wine glasses and all that. And I also had all the stuff in the cabinets. Tom, it was
Listen.
ding, 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 like an earthquake. And I called my mother up. I said, I want you to listen. This went on. This wasn't just a little tremor. This went on for hours.
You hear that? He said he had an earthquake in his house for hours where everything was shaking like the San Francisco earthquake. Now, this guy, I don't know, the Joey Karate Kid, how can you try to say this guy is not a paranoid, delusional, mental midget? How isn't, come on, this guy is a fucking lying piece of shit.
What? Hours. Tom.
Hours.
The vibration in the house. Ding, 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 ding. Everything was ding.
Poltergeist. You ever see the movie Poltergeist, folks? Like I said, carry on, go to the light. Jesus Christ. La Cosa Nostra for a fact. Ghost Nostra.
I
Oh,
called
my.
my mother up. I says, what's the matter? I said, I gotta put you on speaker. I just want you to listen. What?
Look at this.
Listen to what's going on.
It was probably a jackhammer. Maybe the town was fixing something outside and it was a jackhammer. But now he's going to use his mother. Oh, my mother heard it too. I'm not lying. The whole house was shaking. It was a miracle. Jesus Christ. What's this, the third secret of Fatima?
What is that? I said, you're not going to believe this. I tell the story. So I'm getting children right now. I says, I prayed with grandma and grandpa. Listen to what's going on. Oh my God.
Wow.
Get off the phone with
See, I am a religious person. I do my rosaries every night. They are right here. I say them every day. I hate that this rat piece of shit is using Jesus, the Blessed Mother, for this lie. You are the biggest coward. You are such a coward, John.
That next day, I said, that's it. That's my sign.
That's his sign. Convenience. What a convenient time for the Lord Almighty to step in. What convenience for you, Johnny. Now, if anybody believes that, I have a bridge. I want to lease you in Brooklyn.
I get up.
Wow.
Shower, shave, get dressed.
Wow.
Got a Google. I don't know where the hell I'm going.
Wow.
And I wind up going to Manhattan.
Look, you ran into their arms.
Walking into this place, I like had to throw up in my mouth. I wanted to throw up. I felt literally sick in my stomach.
Yeah, okay.
And anyway, to speed it up,
Yeah, please.
I was in the wrong place.
To make a short story long, please speed it up.
Go to a terrorist task force.
What a loser.
And
What a
at that
loser.
point, anyway, obviously, those guys that came down to talk to me were with the terrorist task force, and they said they would pass this information along. And then, obviously, all hell broke loose after that. And I'll just give
He
you
ran
at
to the
this point.
feds.
So this is 8 months, and this is what happened. I don't know. Like my son tells me.
I just dropped my second channel in the chat. Please sub to it because this channel might come down, especially after I made fun of this Fanoik who's got the feds on his side. So imagine that. This guy's nuts.
Do you know how many guys, when they seen the people laying on them that night, after all of that,
Watch this.
would have went and did that?
You know how many guys seen people laying on them that would have ratted? I didn't. I waited 8 months to become a filthy rat stool pigeon. So that makes me better than the stool pigeon. Oh my God, these guys.
Ran around in different states and ran around for 8 months, trying never to do that. I just wanted to be left alone.
They would have, listen, if you wanted to be left alone, they would have left you alone, dude.
Stop. Now they made it a point like, well, now you're not coming in. So
This is his justification moment. Remember, every rat has their justification moment. It makes him sleep better. John, if that helps you sleep better, okay, but we all know you're full of shit.
Taking our rule, now we're going to hunt you down. Because if they have me walk away, maybe they lose, it becomes anarchy. Maybe next week Anthony wants to walk away, and Vinny, 2 months from as well, they let him, John, walk away. I'm going to, nothing happen to him, they kill him, I'm going to walk away, and things like that.
They would have let him walk away. They would have let this paranoid schizo freak walk away. They wouldn't have killed him or nothing if he went and just did his own thing.
I walk in and sit down and have a meeting with the right people who were there, obviously. The first
Rat
word
bastard.
out of my mouth was, you're using my enemies. It was like looking at me.
He's sitting with the feds right now, and he sits at the feds and says, you're my enemies. You stupid prick.
This is my whole life, using my enemies.
But now you're going to be my mommy, and I'm going to suckle off your teat, and I'm going to be in the WITSEC program and then go on fucking podcasts and thrash everybody and dry snitch. Well, he's really snitching, but he's coming on there dropping names. This man is a disgusting human being.
And that's exactly, that's what took place.
And it's over. Thank God, boy, that was hard. I'm going to drop the link and let Tech come on, and then I'm going to end this. He said he wanted to come on to clear something up or something. No one else joined because I'm not going to let you in. Isn't that guy nuts? Oh, my God. So his son wrote on a piece of paper, Dad, please go to the FBI. And he says, no, I'd never do that. But then he goes and he prays. Yeah, I'm coming on later. Then he goes and prays. And then all of a sudden the house starts shaking for 8 hours. And he calls his mom and shows his mom how the house shakes. Oh, my God, this guy. No, you were a simp cuckold and a paranoid freak off the reservation fucking prick. And that's the bottom line. Now you're a rat stool pigeon. So don't come fucking on YouTube acting like you're this mob. You're a mob rat. You're a stool pigeon. You have no honor. You threw your honor away and your dignity, and you fucking doomed all of your other family members. Everybody with that last name is going to be called a rat now. Who are you to destroy other people's lives? You destroyed lives of your family. John Alite, I'm not letting you in. I don't, even if it's the real, I don't platform rats. I don't know if you're John Alite or a troll doing it. I won't let you in. Get out of here, you prick. I'm only letting in, what's his name? Tech Pros. You're getting an error? I dropped it in. Like, I got one guy in here right now named John Alite. There you, and I got Mob Snob. Don't join. I'm not letting nobody in but him. I got to shut this down. I can't let it go too long. I'm just letting him in. He wants to say something. I'll go live in a little bit, and I'll let you guys in. I'll go live in a little bit and let you in because Mob Snob's a good dude. He's a buddy of mine. I would let him in a heartbeat, but John Alite, get the fuck out of here. It's a troll most likely, but even if it was Alite, I would not let you on. Gianni Russo just joined too. I'm not going to let you goofballs on. I'm not going to let you on. Just leave the call. I'm only going to let the other Justice Tech in. 5 minutes? All right, I'll wait the 5 minutes. Yeah, Johnny Russo, I'm not letting you in. Just leave it. No disrespect, but I'm just going to let this dude on for a second to say his piece real quick, and I got to shut it down. I'll go live again later, and I'll let people come on. But I'm not going to let nobody in because I don't know. I got trolled. Last time I did that, I had some trolls coming in screaming the N-word and trying to get my channel shut down. Talking about concentration camps and dumb shit. This episode. Oh, thanks, man. Thanks for the super chat, man. I appreciate it. Hey, Doc Adams, you're a fag. You're a phonic. Wow, yeah, that guy Pennisi was insane. Somebody with mob rats exposed. I'm not letting you in, dude. Are you dizzy or what? John Gotti 101. I'm not letting you in, you dizzy prick. You stupid son of a bitch. Do you speak English? You need me to speak Japanese to you or something? Fucking dopes. You can sit there like a jerk off all you want in there. Wait in there, you fucking freaks. Oh, that Pennisi guy was insane. Wow, what a coward. What a cuckold. See what his girlfriend did to him? He took so much abuse and so much cheating. Here's Tech Pros. So much cheating. They will need to connect their microphone, or I cannot add you to the stream, it says. Device not connected. And make sure you hide your face so you don't show your face, too. It says they will need to connect their microphone and cam before you can add them to the stream. Yeah, I'm coming on later, Joey, Jason. But yeah, you need to connect your device because nobody's going to watch this stream 3-4 hours long. Yeah, it says device not connected. I can't add you. But yeah, that guy was a maniac. What a fucking liar. And they use God and stuff to justify his bullshit. Boy, what a hypocrite. And oh my God, I seen there was black guys with red on. They must have been bloods laying on me. Oh my God. Yeah, it won't let you in, man. It says device not connected, Justice Tech. Amazing, that guy. He must have ate many paint chips off the wall. All right, don't worry about it. All right, well, I'm going to go live in a little bit. I'm going to be up, so I'm going to go live in a little bit. I want to thanks everybody for the super chat and for watching this and for the cash apps, too. Much appreciated. And Pennisi, happy birthday, you fucking simp. Yeah, he was just a wimp. Leprechauns are chasing me everywhere. All right, guys. Thank you very kindly. God bless. Chickadee amo.